Anderson, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Anderson makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Anderson's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Anderson specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Anderson. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to rbafla.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class healthcare and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Boss, did you know Safe Touch Security is the home of the 45-second or less guaranteed response?
Of course, it's just one of the reasons why I hate Safe Touch.
For a limited time, save up to 50% on select security systems. Call 888-723-8682 or go to safetouch.com. State license EF 2000-1945.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Trump verdict watch to new evidence in the Scottie Scheffler case, and a very strange new bar concept is revealed, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You to join us on the show, all you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good.
Uh-oh, here he goes. What's going on over there, C-Lane?
Just, trying to fix some things. I think I pulled a Sean Wasson.
What does that mean? Pulled a Sean Wasson?
Remember
does that mean you ordered something online and it was a different size than you expected?
And then you got 40 of them by accident?
I think it really could mean so many things, unfortunately, for me.
I did order something online and it had one less thing that I needed, which was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I tried to plug everything in and, make everything cool and try to tidy up here, now a bunch of things aren't working.
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Including my camera, because that's why there's a different angle of me today.
I thought it was exciting. I'm like, new camera angle. And he just goes, no.
He's not
Shook
happy
his
about
head.
it.
Not good. Not good at all.
Folks on chat, new camera for C-Lane, yes or no? Yes or no?
We're going no.
Good or bad? Now I've screwed them up.
Bad news. Don't bring it up
options.
anymore, please.
All right, we have so many things to get into today, including Fritz on the street.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up about 2 hours into the show, we'll be doing that and facing off. Somebody said, "Oh, please, good God, not 4 hours of this Trump stuff." I can't tell if people are really engaged with the Trump trial. I think there's a lot of just I'm over it, whatever happens kind of people. The coverage seems to be less exciting than you would think it would be, and I don't know. I'm not seeing a ton of interest, honestly, in this, even though it is the big story of the moment. So let us know if you're tuned into this, if you're interested, or if you're over it, because I love to know what you feel about that. So go to thenewsjunkie.com to send that along right now. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours, and get your big brains ready. Here we go. We're going to Wheel of Fortune.
Okay.
All right, let's listen in. Pat Sajak only has so much time left.
They've been making some news lately. Wasn't the last one right in the butt?
Right in the butt?
Yeah, that was so great. That was such a great one.
Look at us with our quick hands today. Love it.
The AI that I use to separate the vocals from the instrumental of a song works perfectly on so many other things, like, say, Wheel of Fortune, when there's that weird, music in the background, and you just want...
Right in the butt? Right in the butt?
Genius. Good work. Good work. All right, we're going back again. Pat Sajak is going to bring us through this. Here we go.
10,000, not 6,000. Let's see if she can do it. Cynthia?
Right in the butt?
Everybody else.
All right, now what are you thinking? What are you thinking this is going to be right here? It's
I
phrase.
can see it immediately. Can I say it?
Yes, say your guess.
Don't look away.
I think it's can't look away.
Oh.
All right, here goes nothing.
Don't look away. No.
Fist bump.
No.
Fist bump.
No, it's not correct.
That sucks.
It was can't look away, and they were so confident that he got it. All the contestants had fist bumped. And they were truly taken aback by him getting that wrong.
That's tricky, man. That's not fair.
I mean, really, they did that on purpose. They knew with a puzzle like this, and the ones where they just you don't guess letters, they just start giving them away.
Who says don't look away?
Great question, but
yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not as common of a phrase.
Who says don't look away that's not doing something really creepy?
I say it for the YouTube channel, Don't look away. Keep your eyeballs on us, please. And you're going to find something interesting at some point in time. Can't look away is probably more commonly used. And that, I don't know if that factors into why it was the answer.
I say, don't look away when my wife walks in the bathroom and I'm pooping.
Okay.
Remain with the eye contact.
Right here.
Is this marriage?
Right here, yeah.
Watch that switch, that 180 switch of all the excitement. They were so happy for the guy that
Pat's
he got this.
screaming.
Yeah, Pat's like, no.
Stop.
No. it's not correct.
Oh, you see them
What
all
happens?
just go through it.
I mean, it's pre-recorded. It's not obviously live, but I haven't seen anyone like curse there. Like they just completely edit it out. At that point, I would have dropped an F-bomb for sure.
It has to have happened at some point in time.
I think they would edit it out or reshoot it.
Oh, hey, we're gonna have to do that again of you losing. Just please don't curse this time.
I don't think they would bleep it out. I think they would just pretend it didn't happen. So they would either be completely gone, they would pick a different camera angle, they would, silence that part, or they would reshoot
There's been
it.
so many episodes over so many years that there's no chance that hasn't happened, right? I mean, somebody has cursed. It's a high stakes game. There's money involved. But I've never seen a clip.
Take out just the probability because it's been going on for so long, and think that they also have Celebrity Wheel of Fortune where it's a little more that people are encouraged to kind of interact a little more. They talk more than they would if you're just some schmo that signed up to be on the show.
Yeah.
Show schmo.
The show schmo from the Joe Schmo show. It can get real complicated if you bring it to that spot. Hey, hot today. Hot outside.
Tell me about it, brother.
And we ain't got nothing on India right now. I saw this just before the show kicked off, and it says temperature in India's capital hits record-breaking 52.3 degrees Celsius, which sounds low to us because we don't do the Celsius stuff. It's 126 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, my God. That's crispy poop.
That is a lot of heat. That would be just if there's an animated GIF for this, I'm sure, where you open the door and you walk into a place and you immediately just turn back around and you shut the door. Not going out that day. That's a little bit too much.
Is it humid in India?
I don't know.
Or is this a dry heat?
Never been. Honestly, they could use better tourism commercials to try to entice people there. Whenever I see
have to
India,
wait till the wintertime.
I'm not usually like, oh, I would really like to visit this place. It always looks like too many power lines, and they're all knotted up in each other.
Wait, when was it?
Is that the deal breaker for you? Too many power lines?
Yeah, too many power lines and tucks everywhere. And I can't. Do you ever look at a city where the traffic pattern just gives you crippling anxiety immediately when you look at it? It's like that intersection in Japan. You ever seen that intersection where if you're a pedestrian? Oh, God, I was not prepared for this. The intersection that I'm talking about is in Japan. And there's thousands of people every time you get a green to go across the road. It's too much. There's too many human beings moving around all at the same time. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of it. But, there they are regardless.
126 degrees, That's a lot. Everyone must be inside, right?
I don't know.
Tires would be melting.
Yeah, you're cooking at some point, right? You're literally cooking a body at some point. We get to this dumb thing that we do every summer where
I think 126 degrees is low on the scale of rare if you're cooking beef.
Could it cook an egg? That could cook an egg, right?
Absolutely.
Sunny side up egg. So if it could do that to an egg, that can't be too great. Let us know what you think. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your dispatch right now. Nicole says Fox said low humidity. Over there in India?
Here, I would say. Here we have, for some reason, a bout of dryness. They're like, it's going to feel like Arizona instead of humid.
I hate it. I'm never going to Arizona if that's what Arizona feels like. It's so dry.
Being in Miami the past couple days, the humidity is so much more intense there.
Is it?
The moment I walked outside, I'm just drenched
sweating,
in sweat and just wet.
I don't know.
Not the good kind.
I'm trying to figure out which I prefer because when we went the other night to take Lady for a walk, it was one of those times where it was getting darker, but it was still 89 degrees outside. And you could just feel yourself walking through like a toaster oven, And I don't like that feeling. I'm not a huge fan. I want that to go away, please. And hopefully it will sometime soon, maybe.
Yeah, right, dude. We are just, oh gosh, who was it? It's
only
YouTube
May.
guy, also TikTok. He's going to be at the Mo Bolarama.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He said, Florida's in preheat right now. We're not even in the peak of it all. And I appreciated the way he put it.
We may not make it to the bowling tournament then. We may
That's inside,
expire
fortunately.
before that hits. The trial is on for Trump right now. The jurors have the case in their hands. The judge has given the jury instructions on the charges. I'm seeing like back and forth. Depends on what outlets you look at. Like the prosecution presented a solid case. The defense presented a solid case. Honestly, I've literally seen 50-50 on whether people think that there's going to be a conviction in this case. And I think there's only two options here. You get like a hung jury. If you get somebody who's just not going to buckle on this, there's a decent chance that could happen. Or you just got a bunch of New Yorkers and they probably, I don't know. You guys tell me your gut on this. Do you think when somebody does all the interruptions and Trump was found in contempt of court like a bunch of times, I don't remember what the number was, I would think that would irritate jurors. I would think that they would be put off by that. And we'll ask Moses about this maybe next time he comes in. But that couldn't have done him well in that case. Of course, that's not his audience. You know, his audience is everybody else that hears about it.
The jury is supposed to determine whether or not former President Trump broke the law.
Mm-hmm.
And if you sit there and watch him repeatedly be in contempt of court, which is a crime. Crime sounds weird, but
we could send somebody to jail for it.
It's against the law. Something you could be sent to jail for. It's something they considered sending Trump to jail for, but didn't. Ultimately held back on. That could say to you, like, well, this guy did this crime a bunch of times. Why, what's to say that he's not? What's to hold him back from doing the other thing?
Yeah, it's not out of the picture or the equation that they might think that way. And everybody knows what's going on. Like everybody playing the game knows the game that they're playing. And what I mean by that is, for instance, Trump knows that they're very unlikely to toss him behind bars because of what his followers would do. And the judge knows this as well. So the judge wants to like admonish people when they're breaking rules, but also try to keep things from completely engulfing in flames like some sort of disaster movie. And that's sort of the precipice at which we find ourselves. So the jury could come back real quick. They could go into a room. I don't know. It could happen. They could go and go, you guys for guilty? Yeah. Or you guys for not guilty? Yeah. And just spin right back around. Or it could drag out and take a couple of days for this to all work itself out. We shall see. And then nobody really knows what happens from there. I know they've had like some conversations about what goes on. Best situation would be that there is no jail time. And I think it's the most likely situation, but anything can happen. We'll watch it all. That's what we do around here. What do you think? Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. I've seen some of those rolling in already. When we come back, we got so many things to address here. One is a follow-up on a story we did yesterday about a family that was on a flight with their child who had a severe peanut allergy. And they were booted off the flight and they had to talk to the cops and all kinds of stuff for stuff they did. I got a follow-up on this that I think is really interesting. Don't miss this. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You can always text us.
Unless you're driving.
At 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
2 right lanes are blocked due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. Traffic is backed up from I-4. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Slowdowns on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road, and off-ramp back up from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I've bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South Window lives Florida weather, and that's why our windows and doors are designed to take on severe hurricanes and the most intensive. They're built and installed by us, meaning better value and a lifetime guarantee for you. Give your family security that lasts a lifetime. Get New South proud.
For a limited time only, save 35% on New South Windows products and installation.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
more. Injured? Just dial pound law. That's all. Morgan & Morgan, America, and now the universe's largest injury law firm.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Tell your doctor if you've fallen, if you worry about falling, or if you feel unsteady when standing or walking, especially if you are 65 or older. Don't let a fall interfere with your independence. Learn more about preventing injuries at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface,
too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening. Radio. Radio.
104.1. Cooking up today's lead stories. This is the News Junkie, Sean Wasson.
Come on your phone, your laptop, whatever's got a microphone, and hit record. Boom! You're on the show. Don't be scared. We'll be nice to you, mostly, I think. But let's see those coming in at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, this is wild to me. Wild. And I want to see what C-Lane's take is on this for one very obvious reason momentarily here. So we talked about a story yesterday, Sabrina, and it was about this couple. And they went on to a flight. The flight was going from London to, I believe, Turkey. And they had a child with them, and the child was deathly allergic to peanuts. And so the mom goes over to the stewardesses and the flight crew, and she says, I would like an announcement made that my child is very, very allergic to peanuts, and my child is on this flight, so nobody should be eating peanuts on this flight. Okay. And she said that in the past, other airlines had done that for her. And this airline was like, no, we're not doing any announcement. We'll just make sure we keep any kind of peanuts or peanut food away from your kid during the flight, and yada, yada, yada. And the woman kept pushing for this. No, I want an announcement. I demand an announcement for my child. It's for his safety. You could kind of see where both sides are coming at this. Like, we can't do specialty announcements for everybody on one side, and maybe you're asking a little bit much. And on the other side, like, if I had a child that was deathly allergic to peanuts, I probably want this done myself, you know? I'd probably be thinking about it totally differently. And the woman then takes it upon herself to stand up, and she was like, attention, everybody.
Oh, okay.
You know? She's like, you ain't going to do it? I'm going to do my own announcement.
You want to kill my kid? Huh?
And she goes on her screen about her kid having the peanut allergies. And even the peanuts in the air could take them out. It's crazy how fragile some of these peanut people are. And the pilot apparently catches wind of this, and the pilot gets really mad. And the pilot has her booted off the flight because this woman is, like, disorderly, according to the pilot, right?
Is there video of this?
No video that I've seen. There very well could be, just because you know how the world goes. But I have not seen any video of this back and forth. You just get both sides telling their story. Now, I want to twist this in another direction here, because I just saw this really big and important study from the New England Journal of Medicine. We all subscribe to this, so you guys have already seen this. But
Did you guys read this month's issue?
Yeah. But I'll reiterate it. I'll just in case you forgot a little bit about it. They say children who consume peanut products in the first 5 years of their lives are less likely to develop a peanut allergy, even as they approach early adolescence, according to this study. The new study published in the New England Journal of Medicine is a follow-up to an earlier study that showed a strong link between early exposure to peanuts from 4 to 6 months old until 5 years and a lower risk of developing a peanut allergy. Researchers compared the prevalence of peanut allergies in the peanut exposure group to a group that avoided the consumption over the same period. The people who didn't have any peanuts when they were kids, 15.4% of them had a peanut allergy.
Oh, I got to get the boys some peanuts.
The people who did, only 4% had a peanut allergy. So it drastically reduced the likelihood that the people in that group would have a peanut allergy. But, and here's the wild thing, isn't that kind of crazy that, like, C-Lane would just, like, give Jackson a daub of peanut butter and go,
for the best.
all right, let's see what happens.
But is that something that is hereditary, an allergy like that? Are you more likely to have a peanut allergy if your mother, father, grandmother, grandfather has one?
Don't think so, but I will definitely do the research.
Hereditary. I don't even know if allergies are hereditary. The tendency to develop them is hereditary, this says, from kidshealth.org. Yeah, often they're the same. So it's like sometimes it's not related to your genetic structure, and sometimes it is. So not much of an answer on that.
Nope.
And then there's some allergies that, There's some allergies that you can develop at a later, age in your adult life.
Mm-hmm. Or you can lose allergies, too. I've seen that happen with people.
Oh, when I was doing the allergy tests and was going to start the process of getting rid of them, I remember the allergist was like, this is the closest thing in medicine that is to a cure. Like, that's when they're giving the shots that is basically the allergy, and you're growing that immunity. Now, I can see where that relates to giving a kid peanuts when they're children. However, considering how severe that allergy can be, that's a real.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's like giving your kid a grenade or something. You're like, oh well, let's hope he doesn't freak out here.
A grenade that only blows up himself.
Right. Yeah.
But like, for example, though, because I'm curious if it's going to affect my son because his mother is allergic to avocado.
Mm-hmm.
So
avocado.
So I bought what?
That's a viral video, and I had no self-control in that. Some people know what I'm talking about. All right.
So I bought him an avocado.
Yay.
So you can try it, because when you open one of those up, if they're nice and ripe, that's like the consistency of food that he's eating right now.
How'd he do? Did he freak out?
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it yet. Oh, see, but that seems so risky to me. But
But Ashley's not anaphylactic with avocado. She just either throws up, which the kid does anyway, or gets itchy.
It was just crazy to think. You're like, all right, here goes experiment number 1. Let's give Jackson some peanuts. Are you okay, buddy? Everything all right? Yeah, all right. Looks like he survived that one. I know that exposure to things over time absolutely positively can make things better, and that's what bears out in this study, I would think. It just seems like that's so dicey to try. Like, I would want to have something at the ready just in case the kid had a really violent response to the peanuts he was trying.
EpiPen all day.
Yeah, I'd be ready with that for sure.
Yeah, but can I give a 7-month-old an EpiPen?
I don't know.
Question for the doc.
Smaller dose I should be having? You can't even get an EpiPen without a prescription, can you?
I thought you could get them at stores now, but I'm not positive.
You can get Narcan at stores now. That's kind of weird.
That's pretty rad. Yeah. Like, if you
totally rad, dude.
You guys want to have Narcan Friday?
Yeah.
I mean, Narcan is kind of rad. It literally lets you reboot a person, which the stuff just doesn't happen. That's pretty insane to me.
Well, isn't it if we EpiPenned ourselves, we would just be filled with this adrenaline and could lift a car or something?
Is that what it is? Is that what's in it? I thought it was
TV show.
I thought it was EpiPen because it's epiphedrine, and then that is like something that stops.
Yeah. So yesterday when we talked about this, and we were like, if this was an overseas flight, any flight really, because I mean, to land a plane unplanned is kind of a very big hassle. If something like that happens, and they're like, people, you should carry an EpiPen with you, and everything will be fine. But there were some people that commented in the chat and were like, or the texting service said, just because you have an EpiPen and just because you administer an EpiPen doesn't mean it was like instant boom, troubles are over. Like if you're that allergic to peanuts and you're worried about anaphylactic shock, you probably should do the EpiPen and still go straight to the hospital.
Right. Yeah, so is there not some sort of protocol when it comes to airlines?
Yeah, 2 EpiPens.
So the pilot's just like, well, you're being disruptive, and kicks her off the plane, but it's not the only person who's ever flown with a peanut allergy.
Yes, and the problem becomes, at what point is it a you problem instead of a we problem? Because I wouldn't have a problem if I was a passenger on this flight if somebody said, hey, my kids got peanut allergies. Can you not eat any peanut stuff?
Love peanuts.
But there's other people who are like, no, it's not my fault. That's not my deal. And we can't all accommodate every single person possible. So there's going to have to be somewhere I have to draw a line.
people will be resistant to that. And I'm sure I have a line. I don't know where it would be. Like, I couldn't look at a little kid who's like 5 years old who is deathly allergic to peanuts and be like munching on my like payday bar in front of his face. Like, I could not do that. That's weird to me.
And it's a life or death situation, or, you know, at the very least, very close to death. Now, if they're like, don't eat gluten around my child because he's allergic and he'll get antsy, then
too bad.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. The death thing is what makes me willing to participate in what's happening.
I didn't get the whole story here, but Melissa on YouTube was talking about somebody who's allergic to peanuts. It said it only happened once where he almost ate a cupcake that had peanut cream. As soon as it touched his lip, he felt something. Whoa. That's crazy. An allergy that as soon as it touches you, you feel likely did not ingest it.
Like, you are allergic to that thing. That's not just like, maybe my body doesn't, kind of. No, this is full on. This is, what is EpiPen? EpiPen is an auto-injector that contains epinephrine, a medication that can help decrease your body's allergic reaction by relaxing the muscles in your airways to make breathing easier, helping to reverse the rapid and dangerous decrease in blood pressure, and relaxing the muscles in the stomach, intestines, and bladder. So that's what it kind of does to help you out. But yeah, a lot of people on chat are saying you still got to go to the hospital if that happens. But the idea that you got to take your little kids and prime them up, get them ready to go, get them all the stuff that makes them allergic, it almost goes to the old advice. Like, when my parents were bringing me up, there were parents who would purposely get their kids sick. You'd purposely get your kid chicken pox because you knew the kid was going to get chicken pox.
Yeah, we're going to play Ookie Mouth.
Everybody's spitting each other's mouth, so we might as well get it in a controlled way. All the kids take the same days off school. That's how it used to be. It used to be like, you get out there and lick some rails. It's going to lick some railings, I should say.
That's a whole different party, dude.
Get out there and lick some railings because you gotta get these different colds in your body because it strengthens your immune system over time. Now, is that good advice? I don't know, but that's what everybody did back then. That's just the way it went. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Fire off your dispatch right now. Some bad news for C-Lane when we return. I hate to do this. I didn't want to do it on Wednesday.
Banner day for you, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to do it, but we're going to get into that. Plus, one of these, what do they call them? Mandela effect moments? Like, where
something was
everybody collectively believes a thing happened that didn't really happen.
Yeah.
This is one that I remember very, very vividly from my youth. And I think the Mandela effect believing folks are actually right on this one. I think it did exist, but we'll hash that out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show. Crash Test Funny. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Wednesday. And the rest of the day does feature some hot temperatures. However, the humidity won't be a huge problem for us, but it's still going to be hot under a mostly sunny sky, and we'll stay on the dry side into our Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures will stay warm all the way through the end of this week. Spotty rain chances are possible into the weekend as well, with temperatures returning to the upper 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Nasal Guard. People who suffer from allergies use Nasal Guard to prevent them. Nasal Guard's innovative gel and spray products protect you from all airborne allergens, no matter what the forecast holds. Visit Amazon, Walmart, or nasalguard.com today. Breathe better this spring. nasalguard.com.
Feeling like 1,000,000 degrees out there, right? We've all been talking about this. Of course, it's summer. We're on the equator. It's hot. That's the way it goes. And that means that this time of year, number one, your power bill is going to go up. And number two, your AC is going to be under a lot more stress than it normally is. So now is a really good time, actually, to reach out to Mills Air. They have preventative maintenance, which can save you money and detect an upcoming breakdown. I'll give you the phone number in just a second. But this is super, super good for peace of mind and just to know that your AC will make it through the summer. All right, if you know it's going to make it through the summer, you know you're good for a while. So go over to millsair.com or call them at 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to Mills Air. Find them online at millsair.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Justin Rutherford. Doctor, father, family man. It was the perfect cover to hide behind.
I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Listen to Betrayal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. This month I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day and that's what makes us different. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. Just open the app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
When you think of your go-to meal, what do you think of? Because if it's not the Wendy's Biggie Bag with your choice of JBC or crispy chicken sandwich, plus 4-piece nugs, junior fries, and a small soft drink, Wendy's Biggie Bag hits every time. So stop by and grab your ride or die meal. U.S. price and participation may vary.
San Jose's original Mexican restaurant is now open in Altamont. Visit sanjosesoriginal.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Right now, to see if this really is Mandela effect in action or if it actually was something. Because I remember this being a certain way, and I'm going to fight on this one just a little bit. But first things first, we got to go back in time a little bit.
All right.
I think we have a time machine? We used to have a time machine.
That was in your, there we are.
Time machine.
Helicopter? Okay, got it. Here we are. Whoa.
Back to our childhood, and we are going to a place that I know all of us went to at some point in time when you were a kid, Taco Bell, okay? Now, there's one item that used to be at Taco Bell. I do not believe it's there any longer. It's not a food item, so don't think that way. It's one thing that they had, and I think like every Taco Bell I ever went to when I was a kid, and it doesn't exist anymore. And people are arguing on the internet, because that's what they tend to do, about whether it existed in a particular way, right? All of these things come together, and it's all about this. Do you remember these things in Taco Bell, where there was
absolutely.
a plastic? Would you call it a game? Would you call? I don't know what to even call it. It was like a cylinder. And you could put a quarter, a dime, or a nickel in it on the counter at Taco Bell. And if it landed on these little shelves, if you put a quarter in, you got a free bean burrito. 10 cents, you got a crunchy taco. And 5 cents, you got a cinnamon twist.
Yes.
And
I think I know what the Mandela effect question is.
All right. What is it then?
Whether or not there was water inside it?
Okay. There was water inside it, right?
I think so, too.
Yeah. I don't think that's
now I'm having
Mandela
a
effect.
moment.
I believe that was.
I don't remember it having you having an option to win anything. To be completely honest,
Really?
What I'm looking at, except for the sign on top, I remember that for sure.
Yeah, this was there for years and years. These things,
Water
they
part,
were on the counter.
I'm torn, but I just remember it being like, this goes towards a charity of some sort, and it's fun and cool.
Some charity tie-in, and then if you went over there, so what Taco Bell wanted to do is, you got the 25 cents in your hand after they handed you the receipt and your change, and they wanted you to just toss it in there and give it to charity so they could do it on their behalf, and the corporate looks good and all that. And a good idea all the way around. But I'm 100% sure, that there was water in this thing.
Radio Michael 7 says 100% had water in it. And then Obi Woodchipper says the water made it harder. I thought, I would think the water made it a little easier. I thought that, at least it would slow down the coin a little bit so you can try to maneuver the thing under it. Because you're twisting the center.
You're twisting it, but it doesn't just sink down completely. It would maybe do a flip, could take a turn out of nowhere.
I feel like the water makes it harder, personally. But I don't know. I'm going to put this up on See It Now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it is the plastic cylinder game type thing that used to be on the counter of every Taco Bell.
Cole
I
on
do
YouTube
not believe
says
they exist right now.
Cole says McDonald's had one, and we won it so much that they took the water out.
So they made it harder?
Yeah.
Oh, that would confirm that it is harder without the water in it. I remember these vividly, and somebody said, was it for Jerry's kids? It might have been, but that's less clear to me. It is just pretty clear that it has water, and everybody's saying, no, that's Mandela effect, like all these other things where we collectively think something happened one way, but it didn't.
This might be somebody's attempt to use the Mandela effect to gaslight people.
To screw over all of us? Yeah. I just very distinctly remember this being a thing that had water in it, but everybody online is fighting over this. Again, I'll put this up so you can see what the visual is over on thenewsjunkie.com in the See It Now section as we read some bad news to C-Lane. I hate to say this to you, friend.
What happened?
Just realized this affects me too, I guess.
Okay.
But just seems more relevant to you.
You just really wanted it to be bad news for me.
It says, having kids may shorten a man's life. A groundbreaking study reveals.
Oh, no.
That depends, man. You know how many stories have you heard where some guy's like, my kid saved my life. I was going down a dark path.
Thought I wasn't loved anymore, but here I am being loved.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes for sure. That's good for mental sharpness.
Doing drugs.
Yeah, choosing to become a parent could end up shortening a man's life, this says. This is Northwestern University and the Children's Hospital of Chicago, and they found that cardiovascular health tended to be worse for fathers compared to men without kids.
Oh, great.
Okay,
the research.
But in what sense, though? Because of the stress or because you're drinking a lot more?
Here's my guess. I'll read more into this, but here's my guess. My guess is if you're a dad, especially if you're an employed dad, you don't have enough time to be really good at your diet or exercising as much as you should. And therefore, the fathers were found to have higher blood pressure, higher cholesterol, things that are bad signs, indicators for overall health. That's my guess. But it says the research published by the AJPM Focus Journal found that as men age older into adulthood, those who have children tend to have worse cardiovascular health compared to their childless peers. This was determined by looking at factors like diet, exercise, smoking, weight, blood pressure, and blood lipid/glucose levels. Maybe dads would be less likely to smoke, too. Because, I remember that. My dad smoked when I was a little kid until I was
but not
7.
nowadays. Now you're saying the opposite.
Yeah, now I don't see barely any parents smoking around their kids. It just does not seem to be a common thing anymore. It's just smokers overall seem to be way less common than they were.
Wheels on the bus.
Real war on smokers going on out there. The researchers theorized that the added responsibilities and stresses that come with parenthood make it more challenging for fathers to maintain a healthy lifestyle through habits like exercising regularly and eating nutritious food. Simply put, having kids can stretch a man's time and resources thin. So fathers, worse off with the cardiovascular health. Just think about that. Do consider that moving forward. And when Jackson's little brother and little sister and, well, maybe 4 or 5 little brothers and sisters, maybe like a little army of kids, then Sealand's really going to be stress central.
He's trying to get a reaction out of you, but nothing. He's not even phased.
Going to have 10 kids, maybe.
Dude,
is that,
please.
Can you imagine that?
That's irresponsible.
Could you imagine that?
Come on.
Absolutely.
Please.
Think you've got Jackson now. He's over 6 months old.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever go back and think, man, imagine being like Octomom or something?
No, yeah. I think about that sometimes.
Woo!
I just took care of 2 puppies. And I was like, oh, this is with what, a child? What if you had multiple children at the same time?
It's everything. It's so much time and attention.
Yeah, I just ran into a friend of mine who just had twins about a couple months before I had Jack.
God bless him.
And even that, just like the gear, like the double stroller, you're just like, oh gosh.
Yeah, everything is like, you know now, because of Jackson getting up there and you taking him places and stuff, everything is so much more involved. You can't just get up, get in the car, and go. You got to go. All right, we got to have this for Jackson. We got to be how are we going to handle? It's like a whole thing every single time. All right, let's go.
We got to get his chair so he's not in the car seat all day because that makes him sweaty.
Right, you got to. It's way more prep work goes into everything. Here's Brando Calrissian talking about, I think, the Taco Bell thing.
I've seen it both ways. I've seen it with water and without water.
He's saying both ways is a possibility. Joe
bisexual.
Disagrees.
I worked at Taco Bell in the mid to late 90s, and they were on the counter, and there was definitely no water in the ones we had.
All right. This guy's an insider. He's saying he worked at a Taco Bell.
But they could have been, based on what Taco Bell. Because at that picture you showed earlier, it was a handwritten sign. So it was clearly not a Taco Bell, full-blown company campaign at the time, at least.
Or Taco Bell was willy-nilly about it, and they go, here's this thing. And then some people said, let's put water in it. And some people decided not to, and it was just not fully worked out on a corporate level. Again, I'm going to put this, I'm doing it right now.
Well, clearly,
see it now.
If that's the case, that some put water in it, that some didn't, then at least we could say that it had water in it at some point, and more importantly, it was able to hold water.
Yeah, definitely. Because that would be the
plenty of donation trays. I just pour the water in and it just goes everywhere.
Right, yeah. And then you'd go, this is not a possibility that it happened that way. Everybody is in Mandela effect. It's up right now so you can see the visual on this. Kind of takes you back visually to a different time. All right, over to a couple more dispatches. I'm a PC is talking about Taco Bell.
So I'm going to add to this Mandela effect. I not only saw it at Taco Bell, I saw it at a different fast food place. Don't remember which one, though.
Okay,
but depending on which one it was, depending on if it had water or not, as well as what you had to do with the game, with getting it to a certain area in the spiral thing.
Yeah. Taco Bell definitely had them. It seems like, and I don't know if I'm just pulling this out of thin air, it seems like something that might have turned up at a Miami Subs.
Oh, yeah.
I could see that. I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Miami Subs had a particular feel to it back in the day.
Yes, it did.
They're hanging around still.
Yeah, they just opened one in Central Florida.
But it's not the Miami Subs anymore, right? We've talked about this before.
Miami Grill?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they
rebranded. It's the same thing. Like, it still looks the same.
That Miami 80s color scheme, like
Is
Miami
there still
Vice?
that one down on Okeechobee or something down in West Palm?
I don't know. Yeah, there used to be a bunch down there. That's where I used to go. Oh, man. I used to go to the place all the time.
Oh, those fries are so good.
Fast food gyros were weird. That was a weird thing to have, but we did try that. Over to another topic. Guitar Slinger's talking about Peanut Plain Mom.
If your child has such an allergic reaction that even opening up a bag of peanuts could cause them to go into shock, you should probably never let them leave the house.
You can't do that, though. You can't bubble boy it.
You can try.
I'm with everybody where it's like you can only accommodate so many people before the inconveniences to the general public are too much, right? Like I'm not wearing a mask anymore because somebody still thinks COVID is like super dangerous and I'm somehow putting them in danger, right? I'm not doing that. But when somebody comes over, I think about being that parent. I don't view this person, even though they maybe had maybe their expectations were set too high. But just imagine that your child does confirmed have a deadly peanut allergy. You would be extra careful about everything in your pantry. You would be very careful about them eating at school. You would be very careful about all kinds of things because that's your kid. You love your kid, hopefully. And mostly you would want to be really protective over that. So I get it. Like I understand that a parent could feel that way, even though it might come off as annoying. I would be okay with being annoying to everybody else because I think my number one job in life as a parent is to keep my kid safe and so they can reach adulthood. And then it's on them. You know what I mean? But that's your biggest goal and your biggest job as a parent is to keep your kids safe and try to teach them as much as you can and set them up for success in the future. And this might be part of that. So sometimes you got to be the annoying person. Here's funny name for the last dispatch for the moment.
Hey guys, happy day. I have a hot take on peanut allergies on a plane. If you're deathly allergic and could possibly, go into anaphylaxis, can die, not everyone gets to do everything. It shouldn't impact my life because you're allergic to peanuts. That's how I feel.
It does, though. It already has, too.
Right,
so,
but is your life really that affected because you can't have peanuts at one time?
I'm not bothered enough by it.
I'm
not. If they said everybody on the flight has to, I'm trying to think of something that I would go, no, this is ridiculous. Like, we all got to breathe into these bags. So the filtered air goes, like, there's certain things where I go, this is too much. But just not eating a peanut snack on a flight.
What if their kid had anaphylactic shock whenever somebody opened alcohol on the plane? What would you say then?
Oh, we had that come up before.
No.
And I'd say, sucks for that kid.
Sorry, buddy. R.I.P. you. I'm probably going to throw a little fit about that. But most of the airlines, as far as I know, don't have peanuts anymore, right? They don't. They serve like pretzels and stuff. At least that's what I thought was the case.
A little biscottis.
How have they not scientifically made a non-allergy peanut?
I feel like they could do that. I feel like there would be
lab-grown peanut.
Yeah,
like George Washington Carver would have just lasted a little bit longer.
Yeah.
The whole world would have been better off. No problems on flights like this. What do you think? Weigh in with the rest of us. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we come back, North Korea's up to something that we need to talk about. We're keeping our eyes on the Trump case and something that's happening in high school that is really weird and creepy and yucky and everything else all rolled into one. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The audio version of a Live, Laugh, Love wall decoration that's been set on fire. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Two right lanes are blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. Traffic is backed up from I-4. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 between US 27 and after State Road 429. Around the perimeter of I-4, there's congestion on State Road 429 northbound approaching Florida's Turnpike's Ramp Junction, and there's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to win a solar battery for your home from Sunwave Energy. There are 5 different contests, with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contest.
Real Radio has your chance to win a dream home makeover. Up for grabs are a bathroom remodel, flooring, solar, roofing, and large appliances. Register now for your chance to win a $10,000 gift certificate for new flooring at D-Best Floors and more. There are 5 different contests with each category offering its own unique benefits for improving your home to create the perfect living space. Get more details and enter at realradio.fm/contests.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Get to Twin Peaks for Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we have 6 boneless wings, fries, and a soda for just $10. Prefer a signature draft beer? It's only $2 more. That's every Wednesday at Twin Peaks.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go, shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
And Brian emails, he says, hey, Sean, I wish I could have dispatched during the Tuesday show when you were talking about concerts and how some of them are just too long. The first concert I saw was Rush at the Coral Sky Amphitheater.
Oh, man, you talk about the drum solos. That's where you were going to want to hear drum solos, Rush.
Coral Sky Amphitheater. That was 11 names ago for that place.
You might be underestimating that.
I know. It could actually be more than that. I was 14 and just turned 43 last week. Samesies. I saw them 7 times over the years. They never had an opener, he's saying, Rush. Rush just played by themselves, 3 hours of playing. There was a 20-minute intermission, however. Also included was the professor, Neil effing Peart, performing an incredible drum solo. I can only partially agree with the other dispatcher about not caring for drum solos. I've been a drummer most of my life and have always been down for solos, but from real talented drummers. Well, he's definitely a famous drummer. I don't want to watch Justin Bieber get behind the kit and bust out some nonsense simply because he can keep a beat. I don't know, man. Sorry for the rant, and no, I didn't take this as an attack on drummers, but I think there could be a difference based on who you're there for. Anyway, keep up the work, says Brian.
If Justin Bieber could solo... That would be interesting, because that would be something not expected for me. And I'd be like, oh,
I thought
wow.
he was decent at drumming.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, he's a talented kid. I'm sure he
I went to his concert many, many years ago, and I drank a lot beforehand, so I don't
Were you
remember.
the only one drinking, or was it like...
No,
were there a lot of adults there?
Yes. I mean, there was certainly a group of 5 adults that I was with, and I was just there as a plus one, but I was like, if I'm going to this... I'm getting blacked out, baby.
You know how that goes, though. When you end up at the concert, you look around, and you're like, everybody here is way younger than me. It's an odd
like when you go see, what's that band you like, Owl City or
Owl City?
What's the band you saw that you were like, oh,
Oliver Tree?
Oliver Tree.
Yeah,
that was me going to see the Bad Baby, Danielle Bergoli.
You look around,
research
it's like
purposes, and it was, and there was a lot of parents like sitting off to the side. And it was great for the bar because there was no line. Mm-hmm. And then I wasn't the only adult because then there were the 4 grown-ass men by themselves.
It's so weird.
In the crowd, which was very strange.
And it's hard to trust anybody. You're like, what are the motivations of some of these people?
Interviewed them.
Who have
Hey,
gathered
pervert.
here. Let's listen into Trump, who is outside of his case where the jury is now deliberating. It could take a little while now that I'm thinking about it, because He's charged with 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree.
Oh, God. So that means they have to read off every single one, right?
I think so. I think that they've got to go one by one and be like, what do we think about this one? What do we think about this one? What do we, each one of them as a juror, you have to consider. And Trump is apparently not too optimistic about what happens next for him. Let's see what he said. I haven't heard this yet. Here he comes.
Thank you very much. I would say, in listening to the charges from the judge, who's, as you know, very conflicted and corrupt, because of the confliction, very, very corrupt.
What?
Mother Teresa could not beat these charges.
He said Mother Teresa could not beat these charges.
I'll bring her into this.
All right.
These charges are rigged. The whole thing is rigged. The whole country's a mess between the borders and fake elections, and you have a trial like this.
Upbeat dude. Hey, Trump, how you feeling? He's like, the country's on fire. Everything sucks. Everything's
When things
terrible.
don't go my way, I say they're rigged, and everything is rigged.
He said even Mother Teresa couldn't get off on these charges. So that's how he's feeling, at least.
I don't
in
like
the
to
moment.
think about Mother Teresa getting off.
No,
He did at
she
least
was
once or twice. Come on.
She was an uggo. Mother Teresa, not the
Wow.
most. I'm sorry, I'm just being real. She was. She was
Yeah,
not a
when
great
she
looking
was
lady.
95 years old.
No, even her prime. She was.
Pull up a
Mother
picture of young Mother Teresa. Beautiful.
Mother
I don't remember,
Teresa.
to be honest with you.
Let's see. Oh,
Young.
God, yeah. I got to put young because look what came up first. This is not too generous. All right, Mother Teresa, young.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, not for me.
bless
I don't
her
know.
soul.
I'm sure she was nice. She's a saint, right? Right? She was beatified and all that good stuff.
I think so.
Mother Teresa was the name of. Oh my God, her real name is very difficult to say. But I'm
Now
gonna
she's
give it a
hanging out with
shot.
that 15-year-old.
Yeah, she is. Angizi Gongxi Bojaxiu
Wow.
is her actual name. Mother Teresa is way catchier.
Became a saint in 2016.
Wow, look at that. Yeah, I mean, she's super famous, but yeah, she was into different things. She was
So viral.
Our paths probably didn't cross, I don't think, back in the day. Over in North Korea, there is some back and forth between North Korea and South Korea. And it looks like it's getting a little bit childish, if I'm honest with you, because North Korea sent a bunch of balloons flying toward South Korea today. And in those balloons, some of them were filled with all garbage. Some of them were filled with excrement, just random things and human feces and all sorts of other things, flying them right over the border and into their neighbor to the south.
Now, was there like a timed pop, or they just hope for the best?
I think it says photographs released by South Korea's military and others shared on social media showed inflated balloons with plastic bags tethered to them. Some appeared to be filled with toilet paper, dark soil, and batteries. Dark soil, huh? Yes. Toilet paper and dark soil. I'm sure that's what it is. Other images showed deflated balloons with the word excrement written on them. And
At least they gave him the heads up.
yeah, here you go. I guess they kind of floated down into South Korea, like some children over there having at each other. We're going to go to some more of your comments, some dispatches, but we got to talk about something that's happening at a lot of high schools right now. Thankfully, they're about to be off for the year, most of these high school kids. Tough time to be in school. You not only get bullied at school, you not only get bullied on the bus, you get bullied online afterwards. Man, that sucks. Can't get away from it. That's tough stuff. And a lot of it's anonymous. There's still younger people on those apps. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. What was the app that they were using on school campuses that was anonymous and it went viral?
Oh man, I don't think
chat
it was an
might
app.
get
It was like a website.
There was
Right?
it might have been a website, an app. I don't remember, but they were posting school threats and all sorts of stuff on there. Somebody will know it, I'm sure. We'll see. But right now, their problems are larger, more significant. And there's a lot of students who have taken to using these websites that create AI nudes. And so they'll get full-length photographs of all the people in their class.
It's called After School?
We talked about that at one point, I think.
Yik Yak?
Yik Yak, that's it. Yes, that one, and there was another one. Yik Yak was a big one on high school campuses. And they'll take these apps and just fill them full of all this content like this, including these AI nudes. Like there's just a website easy to go to, anybody can go to, and you put a photograph in and it makes that person not only nude in the photo, but it's a photorealistic result. So it's enough to convince the average person on a quick glance that actually is them naked, which is super weird. I don't know.
I know you did it to yourself.
No, I thought about it, but you know what? It all felt inappropriate because I said, what if I take our promo photo and run this through? Would it make us all naked? And then I thought, that just feels weird. That feels uncomfortable. It's called nudify.me is the name of.
So let's let the listeners do it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
No, don't. I'm not asking for that. I'm saying I think you have to put a full body photo, but I could be wrong on that. I'm reading the story now. K-12 educators, school administrators, and administrators and law enforcement are struggling with how to address rare instances of the realistic-looking fake images that cause real damage. But the explosion of sophisticated, easy-to-access artificial intelligence apps is making deepfakes a disturbingly common occurrence in schools. 20 states have passed laws penalizing the dissemination of non-consensual AI-generated pornographic materials. Wow, 20 states have done that already. Trying to get ahead of this AI stuff. They said the fake images and videos of students and educators are discovered by students and spread around even further from there. Sometimes these videos will feature teachers with students or like the principal with students or students with each other.
It's all happening too fast, man. I'm telling you.
Can you imagine dealing with that if you were in school and somebody's like, I saw you naked, and you go, you didn't see me naked. And like, yeah, here's a photo right here. Everybody's spreading this around school. Unless it was super generous.
I had a friend that dealt with that in school, but it wasn't AI.
No, it's a real deal. It happens. And now it's easier than ever to get caught up in some of this stuff. And these kids are like crumbling in school. The high school experience sucks. It's a tough time. It sucks for teachers, too. Sucks for all involved. And now, finally, summer has arrived for you, and you just get to melt all summer long. That's what you get to do. Okay, let's go over and work in a couple comments. Some of your dispatches. Slig said he has the hottest take on the allergy discussion. Okay, let's see.
Let's be real. If you think that kid should never fly because I should get my peanuts snack on the flight, if that's your math on this, chances are you're just not a good person. I'm just going to say it. Like, if I was friends with someone and they said, this is dumb, that kid should have to stay home, I don't know if I would want to be their friend, because these kinds of thought experiments show you someone's like real ethics and what they really think about the world and how they treat other people. So if that's how you think about this situation, I feel bad for your kids, your family, the people have to spend time with you.
The only thing I disagree with you on, Sligs, is that was a hot take. I think that is an ice cold take. Like, everybody agrees with that, except for the crazies. The crazies are like, hot take would be like, I'm going to throw peanuts at the kid for the entire flight. This would be something out of the norm.
Fittest, man.
Sounds funny, though.
You need to kill them off. Darwin effect. These are the kind of things that would be more in that direction. Most people, I believe, are willing to do small things to help others out. And it is a very small thing to do to help out some kid who's got a peanut allergy by not eating peanuts on your flight, just keeping them in your bag. That's not a big deal. That's not tough. Like I said, there's limits on these things, and I certainly would have some stuff where I go, okay, pump the brakes. We're not rearranging the world just to make sure it's most comfortable for one person or two people, or individuals with very rare experiences in life. But this is not a lot. This is not a lot to sacrifice. Like, you just can't eat peanuts for the flight. Deal with the mom who's going through some tough stuff. I'll be fine with that. All right, we're going to see what you have to say about this when we come back. Plus, I want to see, given some simple details, if Sabrina and C-Lane can be good detectives. All right? I'm going to give you some basic information.
Accepted, dude.
And you guys have watched a lot. I know Sabrina's watched a lot of, what is it, Criminal Minds? Is that yours?
No, that's my wife's.
That's yours.
It's
okay.
like almost 11 years, and you still don't know us.
What? No, I know it's one. Law and Order is yours.
Which one?
Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
Way to go.
All right.
Thank you.
I knew I'd get it eventually.
And the medical drama I love?
I always forget this. It's the one. It's been going on for years.
I just saw you give him the answer.
Oh, I if he said it, I didn't hear him. It's not going to help me out.
Idiot.
Well, it's not Scrubs.
Now he's just insulting me in the talkback. Now he's
Come
not
on,
giving me
man.
any.
You got this.
Grey's Anatomy.
Thank you.
Grey's Anatomy. I got it, everybody. Grey's Anatomy. When we come back, we'll see how good of detectives they are and put them to the test and see if this television watching has worked out for them. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
Monsters in the Morning.
You would go do Chippendale for a bunch of ladies if you thought you can get away with it.
Yeah, right now I keep getting arrested.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Authorities are doing a good job clearing up that accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near State Road 408. The right lane is now blocked. There's congestion on State Road 429 northbound approaching Florida's Turnpike's Ramp Junction, and you could expect your regular intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don has the best rates on commercial loans, SBA loans, and business lines of credit? If you have a high interest rate SBA loan at 9, 10, maybe 11%, if you qualify and have paid on time for the past 2 years, that mortgage guy Don can refinance your SBA loan at an 8.25% fixed rate. You need a loan to buy a franchise? That mortgageguyDon.com is the place to start. It's the place to go for all your business and residential loans. Peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Limonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. There are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Limonade are registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
This Military Appreciation Month, Navy Federal Credit Union wants to celebrate our members who go above and beyond every single day. That's why we thought you might want to hear some special thank you messages from your friends and family.
I want to give a shout out to my brother AZ1 Archie Castillo.
Hi, I want to give a shout out to my friend Colin, who's currently serving in the Army. Thanks for all you do. Happy Military Appreciation Month.
And from all of us here, happy Military Appreciation Month. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Each morning across Florida, hundreds of Duke Energy line workers start each day with one thing on our minds, making the grid stronger and more reliable for you. To us, it's about more than keeping the lights on. It's about being more efficient to help lower costs for our customers. It's more than a job, it's a commitment to building a smarter, more reliable energy future for Florida. Find out more at duke-energy.com/FL feature. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Between the lines, far beyond legal and ethical limits, and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events. Is somebody messing with us? Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
So maybe we'll do this together, and we'll see how good of detectives Sabrina and Sealand are. What have they learned from all of this detective programming that they've taken in over the years? We shall put that to the test. Right now, though, this was from the judge in the Trump case. Judge Merchant told the jury that, this is from the Calvin Coolidge Project, that they do not need unanimity to convict, I should say. They do not need unanimity to convict. He said there's no need to agree on what occurred, meaning 4 could agree on one crime, 4 on a different one, and the other 4 on another. He would treat 4-4-4 as a unanimous verdict. Well, I don't understand what the hell that means. So they don't all have to agree. I don't know. That doesn't add up to me. Maybe they're saying, like, you don't have to find him guilty on all counts. You could find him guilty on individual counts of the 30-something charges. And just like some people could agree on some charges.
Well, I guess we're not going to hear these verdicts for a month.
Yeah, that would be a while there if that's the case. Or they just go in there and go, I am tired of this. I want to go home, and I don't want to be a part of this trial anymore. And they'll say guilty or not guilty down the line.
How long has it been going on?
At least a month, I think, or several weeks at the very least.
Have they been sequestered?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
A couple of them have been outed, and some asked to be removed from the jury because I don't blame them. You don't want to get into that mix right there. Even if you went in and you were like, I am absolutely going to be a faithful jurist. I am not going to put politics in this at all. No matter what, people are going to be mad at you for your decision as a juror, and that sucks. That's not a good time. All right, put on your detective caps over there. I'll use a little magic here on my side, and we'll get you both into full detective regalia. Here we go. All right.
Got it. Magnifying glass. Pipe.
All right. Got your, little pad of paper where you write your clues.
Sure.
Got everything in order. And you're in Azusa, California. All right? I'm going to give you the details of the case, and you tell me what you think the perpetrator is going to be age-wise, looks-wise, whatever you want to fill in. All right?
Got it. All right. Profiling.
This is in Azusa, California.
Right.
And this has been going on for about a decade.
Bad detective.
So that's one thing that's going to fit in there.
Okay.
This person is called the serial slingshot shooter. And they finally apprehended this person. Okay?
Serial slingshot shooter.
For a decade, this person has been harassing people, firing slingshots with ball bearings at them, hitting multiple people and injuring them, smashing windows of houses and vehicles using this slingshot. And they said they just couldn't track anybody down. People would find little BBs and stuff by their front door, and they were scared to go outside because they didn't want to get hit with somebody's slingshot. That's most of what we know about this person, right? We know that they probably lived in the neighborhood. We know that it was going on for 10 years. What comes to mind? Who is this perpetrator? How old are they? Et cetera, et cetera.
Dennis the Menace. Next question.
Dennis the Menace. Okay, so
no.
I'm picturing a young kid.
No, if it's been going on for a decade.
You got to factor that in.
I got to say that it's an older person. It's someone, it's a boomer. It's a white man, obviously.
Okay.
And
why obviously white man?
Because they're using a slingshot.
You don't think black people use slingshots?
Okay, am I the detective, or are you going to just pick apart everything?
All right, okay, go ahead.
It's a white guy, neckbeard for sure. He
a boomer.
Used to, this is what he did as a kid, and has been getting away with it because he's actually well kept.
All right.
He does very well for some reason, but still,
he's got money.
Side, just out of pure evil.
I know you said boomer, but what is your actual age that you're going to put on this person?
Today, present day?
Yes,
been doing
right
this
now.
for 10 years?
Yep.
63.
63 years old. Okay. C-Lane, give me the outline of who you think this perpetrator is.
17 years old.
All right.
Started when he was 7.
Yeah.
Got it.
With a slingshot? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Young girl.
Okay.
Young Hispanic girl, he says. Let's reveal our serial slingshot shooter right here. It is an old man.
Thank you. Good night.
He's a boomer.
Closed.
You guessed 63. He's 81 years old. This guy was terrorizing his neighborhood with a slingshot.
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
What is he facing?
Let me see what the charges are. It says, royally ticked off neighbors in Azusa, California, relieved that 81-year-old Prince King has been arrested. Police in Los Angeles County City said in a Facebook post, after receiving reports of a quality of life issue, they conducted a lengthy investigation, learned that during the course of 9 to 10 years, dozens of citizens were being victimized by a serial slingshot shooter. They said King was arrested last week after they executed a search warrant at his home and found ball bearings and a slingshot at the guy's house. There's one sentence coming up that I enjoy. Azusa Police Lieutenant Jake Bushy said the slingshot shooter broke windows and windshields and almost hit people, but no injuries were reported. We're not aware of any kind of motive other than just malicious mischief. So the guy didn't have any real motive. He was just like, which I think Sabrina said at some point in time. He just wanted to engage in some mischief. They said they determined most of the ball bearings were fired from his backyard. Neighbor says, many times I came outside, I would find BBs by the front door. I'm very glad the person was caught. I couldn't believe he was arrested. It was pretty crazy. 81-year-old man was the culprit from the slingshot shooting. So there he goes. All right, let's go over to, we could do some dispatches, but we got to get geared up for the next episode in just a moment here. And we got Fritz on the Street on the way. It wasn't, as some of you were saying, for whatever reason, it wasn't canceled. I don't know where that rumor came from that Fritz on the Street was shut down.
You had made it up, and in such a, I had walked in just a few minutes after you started that lie, and you did it so well. I said, 1, why aren't you on the big screen? 2, terrifying how good you are at lying.
Yeah.
And noted for, from that day moving forward.
I mean, what if my name's not even Sean?
It's Max, isn't it?
Yep.
It's Max Lawson.
Max Lawson.
Here's the thing. Did Fritz believe you? Because that's the most important thing.
Oh.
No,
I
hope not. I should have given the heads up. I should have given the heads up, but I did it on the fly. I was not planning on doing that. Fritz on the Street coming up in about 30 minutes here on the show. You guys may have seen this story, but very frightening to me. There is a man who is accused of stalking a TikTok star. He followed her from California all the way to Florida to do this and was stalking her for months. She was freaked out by this dude, and rightfully so. His name is Kai Van Kai, which sounds super fake, but it's Kyvancai. So Kai Van Kai, I don't know. And they said he was at her front door and was ringing the bell continually for 2 minutes when she called the police. She did not know the man, and she told police as much. When he was asked why he was at the home, he told deputies he wanted to greet them. And he said his relationship with the victim was personal. He told deputies he was from Washington State, but also lived in California and North Carolina, currently is living out of his vehicle. He said he came across the victim's TikTok page. Think about how this can happen to you, your kids, or anybody else. Came across the victim's TikTok page and started to believe they were soulmates.
Great.
He then went AWOL to find the victim before being discharged. He said, quote, there were metaphysical things going on that allowed him to connect with the victim. He also told deputies he believed the victim's social media posts were directed towards him. How many times have I heard that story?
Or real.
And they said, how do you know where she lives? He said it was in his visions. And he just happened to be walking down the street when he saw the home. A lot of that is lies, but that is scary stuff to hear. And I can imagine she would be freaked out. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? A sinister theory about Finding Nemo has fans finding themselves shook if. Just keep crying, just keep crying. Turns out Nigerian prince trying to steal your money via email is so yesterday. Now the royal scammers are outright trying to steal Graceland. Plus, love don't cost a thing, but your diminishing appeal may cost you $90 million. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. At 9, it's Real Laughs, followed by Real Music Weekends at 10 on Real Radio 104.1 and on your free iHeartRadio app.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Happy Wednesday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast for the rest of the day. And by this afternoon, temperatures will be heating up under a mostly sunny sky. However, we won't expect a ton of humidity, so it won't feel terribly uncomfortable, but it will still be hot with a high of 97 degrees today in Orlando. We stay dry for our Thursday with a high of 96 before a few showers arrive for Friday. Only a 30% chance, but that will help to knock temperatures back down in the upper 80s for the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Power on this spring and summer with Batteries Plus. In stores and online too, you'll find batteries for your car, RV, boat, motorcycle, ATV, golf cart, and more. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-374-2103. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-374-2103 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Now,
It's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert, and I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Here's a Father's Day dad joke. The way a pawn moves in chess is pretty straightforward. You know what's not a dad joke? Getting $50 off the Bartesian Premium Countertop Cocktail Maker with the purchase of 1 pack of Dad's favorite cocktail capsules. Visit BARTESIAN.com/father to get the best premium cocktail maker for Dad at the best price for you. Bartesian, premium cocktails on demand.
Enjoying the news, Junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. You know, I saw something I wanted to work in real quick before we do the next episode.
How dare you?
And I've never seen this before. Maybe this is just because I'm not the biggest sports guy. I don't know. Fritz might know more about this. Who knows?
Hey, Fritz. Hi.
Fritz, do you watch hockey at all? Are you familiar with hockey?
No, not really.
All right. Well, we're probably going to do pretty terribly on this, but I didn't know this was a thing. Check this out from this recent game, and I'll explain it for everybody else who's watching. The players toss their stuff down and get into a fight, right? And that's fine. That's normal.
The kill against Caleb Parker.
All right, nothing super crazy about that. Look at this.
What?
This is a cameraman on the ice.
A fight cam.
Yeah, they got a fight cam. I've never seen that. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Like they go from the overhead traditional hockey camera to a dude, and he's wearing like all white, so he matches the ice. ice skates out there and gets a close-up of the fight.
All right, get out there, Bert.
They have web goals, too.
So they can
and
watch
that's
what's happening.
the angle that they need.
It is like a much more epic view of the fight than if you're just watching it from above.
I appreciate
they're embracing the fighting in this type of hockey right here. That's one way to do things.
Damn time.
All right.
That's what we're going to start doing on the show.
Fighting?
Yeah, if it gets a little heated, no, but physically. Then we take off our gloves. Fritz will come in with fight cam.
I'm wearing all white.
And then when do they call the fight in hockey? Is there when
Whoever
someone
hits the ground
falls?
first.
Yeah, so you got to knock somebody down. That's brutal.
Do they both get penalized, even though it doesn't matter like who wins?
But one gets longer penalty, I thought.
Whoever started it should be punished more, I would think. What do I know, man? What do I know?
What the penalty is? We talked about this, right?
In timeout.
Icing.
It is
4 for fighting, 5 for fighting.
5 for fighting.
Yes, nailed it. All right, let's get into it.
16 for a moment.
Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, you can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I'm a vampire.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. And he's fighting for you. When it comes to refinancing or buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps you're looking to build your franchise, you business owner, you. Work with the man who has your best interest in mind, who made the process easy because he wants you to get the best deal ever. So start the process today by going to thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
It was a mere 18 years ago, 2006, we had a marriage. Everybody. Yeah, Christopher Knight married Adrienne Curry on the second season of VH1's.
Come
on,
Celebrity Rehab.
No,
it wasn't
Brady. Brady
The
something.
Surreal Life.
No, Sean, you're on to it.
Something about Brady.
My
Little Brady.
My Fair Brady.
My Fair Brady. Damn it, man.
That's what happened on this day. And you know Christopher Knight as who?
Batman.
This is where I would take off my gloves and punch you in the face.
because of his last name
Peter
is
Brady,
Knight.
Dude. Peter Brady.
That's great.
I don't know. The Dark Knight?
Brady bunch. No, Christopher Knight was Peter Brady.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
Adrienne Curry was the first winner of...
Robin.
The next top model.
That is correct. They did divorce in 2012, and just 5 years later, she went onto her YouTube and recommended a product, and this is her review that I had a very awkward time editing my back porch this morning with my neighbors outside.
All right, guys, I'm going to do a product review of Clean Stream Anal Bleach with Aloe. Now, the reason I use this is I saw in Bridesmaids,
right?
They were like bleaching their assholes.
As one does.
And then I asked my gay best friend about it, and he
Second
was
step.
like, yeah, like lots of people bleach their assholes. So then I looked online. Ladies, do you not think he's looking at your hole when he's you from behind?
Right.
And I was like, oh, what does my hole look like? So I ordered this stuff on a whim.
And
I started using it.
Okay.
And my boyfriend started noticing a difference. So much so that he actually pointed out a spot that I wasn't putting the bleach on.
Look at that.
It works.
Oh.
It makes your
Missed a spot.
hole pink and pretty.
So there you have it, my friends. Get yourself...
What if that live read landed on your desk?
But fine.
Yeah?
Let's go. Mama's going to make some money. I got babies to feed. And
I admit it, my BH had a mustache.
And now it's blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood actor Dennis Quaid has officially endorsed Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah?
That's right. The guy behind such movies as... I've shut down my page of top movies from Dennis Quaid.
You don't know all the good Quaidster movies?
The Parent Trap.
Dennis Quaid was in a really good movie I watched not too long ago.
He's not the crazy Quaid.
Are they related, though?
Yeah,
Did we
they're brothers.
determine that? Okay.
They are? Okay.
Randy and Dennis?
I believe so.
I didn't know that.
Is that a Fritz on the Street question? I get
Dennis Quaid was in some movie I watched not that long ago where he sold his house and then like refused to move, and he was like creeping around the residence.
A squatter?
It was like a horror movie, and it was pretty good.
The Day After Tomorrow, Dog's Purpose, The Rookie.
Oh.
That might have been it.
In Good Company?
Jaws 3D.
Oh, of course.
Was that the one you were thinking of?
No.
Well, now he is endorsing Donald Trump, questioned the mental competence of Joe Biden during an appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored.
Oh, okay.
Asked by Piers Morgan for his thoughts on former President Trump, and Quaid said, well, I'll let him say it.
And China.
Thank you so much,
What?
Dennis. Yeah. Here's the full quote.
And China. And the
Go
way
ahead.
he responded to China, he stands up to people, and that's what makes him a leader. And so, you know,
right?
People might call him an asshole, but he's my asshole.
There we go.
Gotta bleach it.
Thank you so much. That's how I full circled everything, just like your BH. We now have the alleged dark web ringleader and the identity thief behind the mysterious attempt at selling this man's house. Elvis is right. Apparently, it was full dark web, according to the New York Times. The foreclosure auction of Elvis Presley's Graceland, we talked about it last week. We grazed upon it. They said, and I quote, "We figure out how to steal," says the unknown writer in one bombshell message to the Times. That's what we do.
Somebody called it in one story a Nigerian prince, which I don't think that's true, but
Was
it's
that part of my
hilarious.
tease?
No.
I did tease it with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because the story that I saw this morning said a Nigerian prince was the one who almost forced the sale.
Okay.
I was like, that's fantastic.
The writer, a self-described leader of a group of worms that steal from deceased and elderly through birth certificates and other documents, told the outlet that his ring's latest target was the estate of Lisa Marie Presley's. Last January, Lisa Marie's daughter, actress Riley, we have not determined exactly how to say her last name. Keough. Oh, thank you, Fritzy. You were there. Was named heir to Elvis's estate after the mother's death. About 8 months later, a company called Nasani Investments and Private Lending LLC presented documents that purported to show that they had loaned Lisa Marie $3.8 million, and therefore the home was collateral.
Damn.
It was stopped by a judge very quickly saying, nope, that belongs to Riley, and this must be a scam. And now they have come forward saying, and it was the last quote that I love so much, this anonymous writer, the ringleader of this dark web gang, "I am the one who creates trouble."
Ooh.
Yeah. Here's more from Dennis Quaid.
And China.
Thank you so much. Dylan Minnette, did you guys watch 13 Reasons Why?
I know who you're talking about.
It's been a couple years.
I know him from something else, though.
Well, you can know him now as the guy who's getting completely torched on social media. He has revealed the reason why he quit acting. Some of you may say, didn't know he quit acting. But this is the Bombshell World exclusive for you. And his reason for quitting acting was because it felt too much like a job.
Okay. This is him right here. If you want to show the stream,
Yeah, that guy.
You probably
Come on.
recognize him in some stuff. I've seen a couple of things with him in it, I think.
He's most recently been working as a singer and guitar player in an alternative indie band called Wallows.
Well, that makes sense because that's not a job. You don't get paid for that.
For being in an indie band. Oh, Fritzy, come on.
It's
You have
okay.
a new
I'll cry
album
later.
coming out soon. Now I feel weird. Continuing on. This man makes millions upon millions of dollars. Some that Fritz doesn't see because he's a musician.
Yeah.
Well, is his band famous, or is this
I
just
think
like the
it's-
first we're hearing?
No, I mean, I've heard about it before, but I think a lot of people started to go to it once he became a well-known actor.
I don't think you guys are like I am on these, but I always find it so cringe. We've talked about this before. When there's an actor who then wants to go on to do the music thing, if it feels so like phony and cringe to me.
Some could be
Like,
good at it. I mean, I
Johnny
appreciate
Depp,
good music.
Johnny
Depp's
Depp
a
did the
good
music thing
guitarist, so-
first.
Yeah.
I know, but we know him as an actor, and then it's like you draw in a big crowd at your concert, not because they like you for your music, but because they like you for being the pirate guy.
Sure.
It's just
The
kind of
pirate
weird.
guy. I think the weirdest thing right now is the fact that people are just so unsurprised that he quit his job because it felt like a job. And so now social media is going nuts saying...
Try a real job.
I too wish I could quit my job because it felt like a job.
Yeah.
So there's no sympathy for this 27-year-old former actor, now musician.
You know what? It's not, in his defense, it's not totally his fault. I could see if you grew up in that world and you got all Hollywood, it would be so easy to lose touch with the average person because that's what that sounds like. That sounds like an incredibly out of touch quote from somebody.
Okay, but like take a second to be like, how is this going to come off to everybody else?
They're too far gone. I think they're just like removed and all they know is their acting friends and their whole, it's a whole thing.
Someone who is probably being told to quit acting is this gal right here.
Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez is right, and woof, because their reviews are super bad. Come on. We're talking about the new Atlas movie on Netflix. I did start to watch it. Then I fell asleep. Then I
What's
started
it about?
to rewatch
what's the premise?
AIs take over the world. And
That's timely.
And it was her mother who put this AI together, but then they got to be too smart. 28 years later, Jennifer Lopez is now grown, and she's trying to stop this one AI.
Does it look low budget? Is that one of the problems?
No, I mean, it has a lot of CGI, I'll tell you that. It also has Sterling from This Is Us, who I
Sterling K. Brown?
That is correct. And apparently he made fun of her right to her face with all the Puerto Rican bodega stuff that she got made fun of.
Is it just me?
If you know, you
yes.
know.
Or does Sterling K. Brown kind of look like if Chris Rock only did serious roles?
It is just you.
Okay.
Have you seen his body?
I've not looked at his body.
It was
I
constantly.
skipped look at his body day.
It was constantly on This Is Us all the time. He is ripped.
Never
I do
seen
love
it.
him. So reviews for her Netflix movie are absolutely terrible. People are going to Savage Town and maybe even making it a full city. When the first trailer was released earlier this spring, movie fans panned it for looking like it was made by AI. According to reviews, the film itself isn't all that better. It is currently at a dismal 9% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oof.
They say Jennifer Lopez and Simu Liu in another Netflix movie made it half watch while doing laundry.
Wow.
Which, I'm planning on watching the rest.
What's it called again?
It's called Atlas.
Atlas. I want to see what the user reviews are.
They say hidden somewhere beneath all the generic dialogue, embarrassing plot, mediocre action, and oddly ineffective performances, there's a good idea in Brad Payton's Atlas. It's a shame the filmmakers never found it, says the rap.
Wow.
A dearth of original ideas undercuts the appeal of Atlas, leaving Lopez to fend for herself in much the same way her character is forced to in the film's story altogether, says Variety.
A tomato meter is 19% reviewers and 50% audience score, but
because I think it's going to be the new one that we love to hate watch.
Yeah,
I'll certainly let you know because we might not be watching her Vegas residency, $90 million that we're going to give her, but they say it is now in jeopardy because of her appeal and it going down the drain.
Uh-oh.
Come on, J-Lo. Where's Jenny from the block, huh?
Somebody said, I could feel my IQ drop as I watched this movie.
I mean, it's a good one for some reason.
This hurts to hear this. Very, very bad. The acting was horrible. I am embarrassed for her.
Oh,
that hurts. That's painful.
Oh, we've heard that before. We live to tell the tale, right?
Oh,
Sean?
I don't want to hear that. If I have I'm blocking it out.
On the boob tube, we have the 14th season premiere of MasterChef on Fox, the 1-hour Superfans Junior special of The Price is Right at Night on CBS, third season finale of Teen Mom, Family Reunion on MTV. We also have Lainey Wilson, Bell Bottom Country on Hulu, and the documentary series premiere of Camden, performers whose music has influence by that part of London. So So there you have it, my friends.
Sounds great.
Exciting.
Follow your dreams. Send me on Instagram. Very exciting things on there. At Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, Mung.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina.
What are you laughing at? Huh?
When we come back, Fritz on the street. The
Let's
showdown is
go.
on. Hey, you guys want to see something?
No.
Watch this, ready?
What's that?
There you go, Sealand. All right.
All right.
I had to do that for
How
the
about
delay.
Sweet Caroline.
Bop, bop, bop. All right, there you go. You got enough to work with, Sealand. All right. When we come back, Fritz on the street, we are all battling it out. We didn't get to do it last week, and it is on this week. So if you want us to represent you and Fritz on the street, now is the time when you get our attention. All you have to do, you got my attention. Everybody's distracting me. Find us on social media, do it on chat, reach out and say you want us to fight for you and Fritz on the street, and you can win a very special Fritz on the Street magnets. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Displaying a level of apathy that can only be achieved through years of studying. Okay, guess you don't want to be petted. Cats. Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The left turn lanes are blocked due to an accident on Lee Road, eastbound and westbound at Anderson Street. Travel with caution there, and authorities are clearing up that accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. The right shoulder is blocked there. On I-4 this afternoon, you could expect your regular delays before Champions Gate through the city on I-4 westbound between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. There's congestion there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Zip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Batteries Plus. Batteries Plus offers a wide array of battery and lighting solutions, along with key fob programming and expert phone repair, with locally owned stores in your neighborhood as well as commercial accounts to power your business. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of their 700 plus locations today.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. New South makes windows that are both energy efficient and hurricane resistant. New South is the factory and eliminates the middleman. New South windows are made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers because we know Florida weather.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Do you have a life insurance policy of $100,000 or more that you don't need? Well, don't lapse or surrender your policy. You might be sitting on a gold mine. That's right. You may be able to sell all or part of your life insurance policy to Coventry for cash, or a combination of cash and coverage with no future premiums, even a term policy. Call Coventry Direct at 800-411-8300 or visit coventrydirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. For over 25 years, we've helped thousands of people sell their policies, and we can probably help you too. Call us today at 800-411-8300 or visit coventrydirect.com to find out if you're sitting on a gold mine. That's 800-411-8300. Call now.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
4th cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Details. Just try not to pass out.
Just a moment. We'll see who wins in the ultimate showdown. Myself, Sabrina, C-Lane, and you. We're all fighting it out in the greatest game of all of radio. And we all pick somebody to fight for in Fritz on the Street. And I have selected the very first person that I saw over on chat. It is Win on YouTube. Win, I will be playing for you. And if I win, you win. You get your hands on the special Fritz magnet for Game of Magnets. Sabrina, who will you be going with today?
So I'm that they were listening because they approached me at the Orlando City game that I was working, and it was, oh my gosh, I just sent the reminder myself. Soccer Stalker Al.
Okay, Soccer Stalker Al,
Yes.
and that's a real life appearance right there.
Is.
And C-Lane, what about you?
I picked Big Digits 69 on Twitch.
Heyo.
All right, Big Digits 69 on Twitch. We are all ready to go. The bigger question is, Fritz, are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do Fritz on the streets. Now it's time for Fritz on the street.
Hello, C-Lane. Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean.
Hi, Fritz.
Hey, Fritzy.
Hello. Fritz on the Street is sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place with 136 points, we have Mr. Christopher Lane.
Oh, yeah.
In second place with 121 points, we have Sean Wasson.
All right.
And in third place with 114 points, we have Sabrina Ambra. Oh, her mic's off.
Nope, I have nothing to say. That's sad.
She has no celebratory moments for
No,
you.
what was the difference between me and Sean?
136, 121, 114.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
8 questions, 4 current event questions, 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point.
Did you ask these at your trivia?
Thank you for asking. Yes, I was at Fritz's Funhouse last night at Cavo's Bar and Kitchen in downtown Orlando, Thornton Park, and we had 10 participants. I left my cell phone at the house, so I had to use my laptop mic, and then I tried to make it sound really good.
Oh, okay. All right, that sounds good.
The show must go on, as they say in show business. So without further ado, question number 1. On Friday, over 2,000 are feared dead after a massive landslide in which oceanic country?
Oh, boy.
Woo!
It's a long weekend.
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Oceanic. New Zealand?
That is incorrect.
Sean.
Sean.
Japan.
That is incorrect.
Full question.
You got it. On Friday, over 2,000 are feared dead after a massive landslide in which oceanic country?
Thailand.
That would be Papua New Guinea.
Wow. We did not do well on the first one.
Yeah, apparently there might be a second one, and they haven't found a lot of the bodies, so diseases could start piling up. C-Lane, you are in first place. We will start with you. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Papua New Guinea?
2.
2.
1.
1 for Sabrina.
3.
And 3 for Sean. Question number 1 with answers of 1, 2, and 3.
Ding, 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 ding.
Come on.
Someone's picking up 2 points. Who is it? On Friday, over 2,000 are feared dead after a massive landslide in which oceanic country?
Oh, shoot. Indonesia?
Thailand. New Guinea.
Papua New Guinea.
India.
I'm just not sure then.
Philippines.
That would be 1. So Sabrina's picking up 2 points, and Chris, with your guess of 2, picking up 1 point.
Good start.
Sorry, Papa's.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, old Papa and Old Guinea, I guess. Am I right? Question 2. Which Olympic athlete has the most medals?
Sabrina.
Sabrina?
Michael Phelps.
That is correct.
Okay.
Which Olympic athlete has the most medals with 28? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Phelps?
What was the full question?
Which Olympic athlete has the most medals with 28?
I'll say 7.
7.
6.
6 for C-Lane.
6 as well.
And 6 for Sean.
Bam.
Question 2 with answers of 6 and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows Michael Phelps? Which Olympic athlete has the most medals with 28?
The swimmer, Michael Phelps. Somebody have to pass through, Mr. Fritzer.
Lance Armstrong. Phelps?
Oh.
Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps? Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps.
That's 6. So Sean and C-Lane both picking up 2 points, and Sabrina with your guess of 7 picking up 1 point.
Why'd you say You forgot what you said.
No, I thought I said 5. I said 6. I did. I swear I said 6.
Going on now to question number 3. Following a helicopter crash, the president of which country? Sean?
Iran.
Iran is correct. Full question. Following a helicopter crash, the president of which country passed away? Sean, you got that right. Out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Iran or Iran?
4.
4.
5.
5 for C-Lane.
3.
And 3 for Sabby. Question 3 with answers of 3, 4, and 5. Following a helicopter crash, the president of which country passed away last week?
Iran.
Iran.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Iran.
That would be 6.
All right.
C-Lane with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. Next up is question 4. That's halfway through Fritz on the Street. 4 up, 4 down. After question 4, I'll tell you who is leading so far on the day. I think we've had this question before, but I was like, yeah, you know what? Let's try it again. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
Sabrina. One of my favorite birds.
You're the bird lady.
I am a bird lady, and I know which ones can fly backwards because it's not an easy feat to do. And a backwards flying bird, of course, one and only flamingo.
That is incorrect. Sean?
Damn it.
Hummingbird?
Hummingbird is correct.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
I'm taking over. I'm Birdman now.
Okay.
Bird Dad. Bird Daddy. Oh, can we get that
I'm the
trending?
bird daddy.
Please don't.
He's a bird daddy.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said hummingbirds? They're so cute.
6.
6.
4.
4 for C-Lane.
5.
And 5 for Sabrina. Question 4 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows their birdies. What is the only bird that can fly backwards?
I have no idea. Pass.
Hummingbird.
I'm going to pass on that one, too.
Hummingbird.
A hummingbird.
That would be 6. So Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one.
Yes.
And Sabrina with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point. That means through 4 with 4 remaining in first place with 6 points. That would be Sean Wasson /Win.
All
in
right.
second place with 5 points, Sabrina Ambra /Soccer Stalker Owl. And in third place with 4 points, C-Lane /Big Digits 69.
Almost put me in 4th place, didn't you, Fritz?
Because you had 4 points. Fourth place with 4 points. No, third place with 4 points. We have 4 remaining. Now on to question number 5. On Tuesday, which world leader offered an apology? Sabrina?
That is the Pope.
The Pope is
Pope
correct.
Francis.
Which world leader offered an apology after allegedly using a homophobic slur? Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Pope?
I would like to see 6 people.
6?
7.
7 for C-Lane.
8.
I would like
And 8 for Sean.
to hear you singing.
It's so creepy. All right, question 5 with answers of 6, 7, and 8. On Tuesday, which world leader offered an apology after allegedly using a homophobic slur?
Come on.
Pope Francis?
I should have paid more attention to the news this week.
That would be the Pope. No idea.
The Pope.
The Pope.
That would be the Pope. I have no idea.
That would be 5. So Sabrina with her guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
Imagine him saying the F word for gays in that voice. No
hard
more.
He would find a way to roll an R in there.
Yeah.
Moving on to question 6. Which actress has had roles in such films as Dallas Buyers Club, Catch Me If You Can, and 13 Going on 30?
C-Lane.
Sabrina.
That is
Sabrina.
son of a bitch. What's her name?
Ready.
Amy Adams.
That is incorrect. Sabrina.
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer
Jennifer
Hudson is
Gardner.
incorrect.
Jennifer Gardner.
Okay, first of all,
It's Garner, isn't
what's
it?
her name?
Garner?
It is Garner. Yeah, all right, I'll give it a spin.
All right, because you said the answer. Sean couldn't do
Because
it.
you said it over and over and over again.
What happened here?
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
you should have said your name, Sean.
I didn't mean to. I didn't know what was going on.
Sucks for you.
Pandemonium.
Jennifer Garner is correct. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Garner? Garner.
I hardly know her.
4.
5.
5 for C-Lane.
6.
And 6 for Sean. Question 6 with answers of 4, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, someone's good. Which actress has had roles in films such as Dallas Buyers Club, Catch Me If You Can, and 13 Going on 30?
Pass.
Is it Jennifer Garner?
Jennifer Garner?
I don't know.
Jennifer Gardner.
Jennifer Garner?
Jennifer Gardner.
Pass.
That would be 5. So C-Lane is picking up 2 points. And Sabrina and Sean with the guesses of 4 and 6 each picking up 1 point. Moving on now to Pregunta Siete. Recently, which American film director... C-Lane.
Go ahead.
Morgan Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock is correct. I'm sorry. Am I interrupting your lunch or something?
You having a snack over there? What you eating?
Doing like they say for the SATs. You know, you get a good meal in and you do better.
You don't eat during the SATs.
I did.
You have a hoagie sitting on your lap.
Yeah.
Morgan Spurlock is
the
correct.
hook and ladder. Thank you.
Full question. Recently, which American film director passed away at the age of 53? C-Lane, you got that right out of 8 answers. How many do you think said Morgan Spurlock?
7.
7.
5.
5 for Sean.
I will go with 4.
And 4 for Sabrina. Question 7 with answers of 4.
Because she's the only one that never met him.
4, 5, and 7.
When'd you guys meet him?
Recently, which American film director passed away at the age of 53?
Oh, that guy that ate McDonald's.
Morgan Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock.
But it was the McDonald's, the Super Size Me documentary. I cannot think of the guy's name.
Was it him? Okay. Morgan Spurlock. Okay.
I don't know his name, but he was an American film director.
Pass.
Ron Howard?
That would be 3. So Sabrina with the guess of 4, picking up 1 point. And we move on to question 8. But before we do, let's take a look at the leaderboard. In first place with 10 points, Sabrina Ambra / Soccer Stalker Al. And we have a tie for second and third place with 7 points each. C-Lane / Big Digit 69 and Sean Wasson / Win.
All right.
So moving on now to question number 8. What is the capital of the Netherlands?
C-Lane.
C-Lane.
Netherlands, also known as the Nether Regions. Let's see. I have no clue. Schminsky.
That is incorrect.
I want to be clear. It's not Schmitzky, just for the record.
That is incorrect, yeah.
Okay.
Sean?
I feel like it's obvious, but then maybe it's not that one. So I'll just say Amsterdam.
That is correct.
Okay.
Nicely done. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Amsterdam?
7.
Wow.
7.
It's the beginning of a lot of numbers.
That felt weird.
I will go with 5.
5 for Sabrina.
Also 5.
And 5 for C-Lane. Question 8 with answers of 5 and 7. What is the capital of the Netherlands?
Son of a bitch.
Amsterdam.
Netherlands City. Yeah, let's make that a pass.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
Moldova.
Amsterdam.
3 weeks ago, Vladivostok.
That would be 4. That means
Okay,
Sabrina and C-Lane with the guesses of 5, each picking up 1 point. And we end the day thusly in first place with 11 points. Sabrina Ambra / Soccer Stalker Al. Congratulations.
Hey.
And then we still have a tie for second and third place, 8 points each. C-Lane / Big Digit 69 and Sean Wasson / Win. That means in first place. And still leading on Fritz on the Street with 144 points, Christopher Lynn.
Yeah.
In second place with 129 points, Sean Wasson. And in third place, just 4 points removed now from Sean with 125 points, Sabrina Ambra. And that is Fritz on the Street.
Thank you, Fritz.
Thank you, Fritz.
Fritzy.
There he is. Another lovely round of Fritz on the Street where I take off in the first half. I feel like I got a win on my hands, and I get absolutely destroyed in the back half.
Sure.
That happens to me far more often than I'd like to admit.
You going to cry about it?
Life's
I
got
will
life,
not.
you know what I mean?
I won't. And Soccer Stalker Al, please send me an email, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. We'll get you all set up with that special Fritz on the Street magnet just for you. When we return, first of all, we're going to hang out with you with your dispatches. Second of all, are we going to be hanging out with Fritz? Are you available? Are you hanging out with us today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of time. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Fritz is
Love
going to be
that.
here for at least a little while, hanging out with us. And if you have anything you want to say to him, you can send those dispatches through. And we got a whole lot more on the way. One thing that I see that is like it's still developing out there. It hasn't fully turned into what it will eventually. And we'll talk about it, I think, in jury duty a little bit. But there is straight up a grand jury that's convened in the Diddy case now. So we're not just talking about a bunch of accusations and like just a bunch of like lawsuits. We're talking about there is a grand jury who will hear the case against him from the feds. and they will decide whether there are federal charges against Sean Diddy, Puffy Combs, or whatever, which would obviously be a huge deal. And he's got money, so he'll have a legal team.
I believe he was all about the Benjamin, Sean.
Yes. Yeah, he's got some Benjamins, and I'm imagining that he's lawyered up with more than one. When you're that rich, you don't just get one attorney. You get like a whole squad of them. Like O.J. Simpson had like 4 or 5 attorneys, I remember, when that trial was going on. It was unbelievable. It's a lot of attorneys. And he's going to be able to mount a case, but it could be very, very bad for him. We'll see how that all goes. And when we return in Australia, somebody opened a cocktail bar, and people are saying, you have gone too far. This is too much. I don't know. It sounds kind of fun to me. So we'll see if you would want to go check this place out. All of that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Get you some ear gravy.
Ear gravy? What the hell is an ear?
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
Authorities are clearing up an accident blocking lanes eastbound and westbound on Lee Road at Anderson Street, and the right shoulder is still blocked on Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. There's off-ramp backup from the Greenway southbound to Colonial Drive, and you could expect your regular intersection backups where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. If you see any other traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency. HCA Florida Osceola East Emergency in St. Cloud at 4920 East Erlo Bronson Highway is now open 24/7. Visit HCAFloridaHealthcare.com to learn more. This emergency department is part of HCA Florida Osceola Hospital. This is not an urgent care center. Its services are billed at hospital rates.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
May is here, and that means Florida's intense summer is right around the corner. With new windows and doors from Renewal by Andersen, you can cut back on energy usage, boost your home's curb appeal, and increase your comfort. Renewal by Andersen makes that transition so easy for you thanks to a selection of beautiful, functional replacement windows and doors. And their windows and doors are built solid. That's because Renewal by Andersen's exclusive Fibrix product is chic, tough, easy to maintain, and twice as strong as vinyl. Renewal by Andersen specializes in energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. So save money while beautifying your home with Renewal by Andersen. Now through the end of May, buy 2 windows and or patio doors and get the third 60% off. Plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year. They're locally owned and operated, and everything is made in the USA. Go to RBAFLA.com for complete details. Some restrictions apply. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group, and I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney, and the truth is I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490.
800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-374-2103. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-374-2103 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Older adults can take steps to stay safe from injury and remain independent longer. Be active and join activities like Tai Chi that help you stay strong and keep your balance. Learn more at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio is commercial-free all summer and gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. I'm picking up good vibrations. Sweet home Alabama all summer long. Just open the free iHeart app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
High diving face first into the world's most viral newsroom.
Zero people.
Surprise, surprise.
The charges against Scottie Scheffler have been dropped. The PGA guy who was involved in this altercation with an officer, clearly in a power trip moment. And the officer then decides we're going to arrest him. We're going to mugshot him. We're going to do all this stuff because he didn't listen to my my commands immediately. It's a big thing with these cops. It's like, there's a very much an I am always right because I'm a cop dynamic that forms. I don't like that. I think it's incredibly bad. I know that we have a lot of officers who listen to the show. I hope that you find yourself in the good column and not somebody who goes on these weird power trips. It's pathetic. It's sad to see. And it's bad for a lot of things.
Honestly, I think the kind of police officer that goes on power trips like that has stopped listening to you a while ago.
Not untrue. Yeah. Look, I'm a person who speaks out when I see stuff. I don't even care if it's the cops or anybody else. When I feel like I'm wronged or when something that I think is unfair, I want to stand up against that kind of stuff. And this was one of those cases where you could just see that it was stupid. It was totally useless. Scottie Scheffler says the charges against him will be dropped today. The agreement stipulates that both sides agree not to pursue any legal action related to the ramifications of the May 17th arrest.
So there's no reprimand for the cop who made all this mess.
The reprimand was that he got in trouble, allegedly, for not turning his body cam on, which would have solved, like, all of this immediately.
2 days paid leave.
It sounds
usually.
like they can still reprimand the cop if they want to internally, but Scotty can't sue the police department over any of this.
And the police union will make that go away either way. So.
Hey, you know what? That they are lucky in this case that they had done this to someone who has been praised as such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Is anybody else an equally as hot head? This would be a completely different story.
This was like John Daly or something.
Oh my God!
I was thinking McEnroe, but I was getting out of the golf world for a second.
Yeah. I see this and I go, this is bad. And here's why I think it's bad. I think it radicalizes a lot of people against the police. Because when they see an interaction like this, they go, this is so unnecessary. Like, no, if this was a miscommunication and he didn't understand that these people were law enforcement right away, then why not just go, hey, next time try to pay better attention. Here's where I need you to go. Here's what I need you to do. Like, don't always be the asshole. It's so bad for all the other cops. I feel bad for all these other officers that are like, man, I go every day and I try to do a good job and I try to make sure I respond to people and help them when they're in times of need, et cetera, et cetera. I feel bad for that cop because there's a bunch of these cops. And we have some of the audio now from another police cruiser, which catches the interactions between Scottie Scheffler and an officer on the scene. And it shines some more light on what's going on. He sort of admits to a couple of things, but just listen to the cop's overall demeanor. Right? And the cop says some really just stupid stuff, like really, really dumb stuff. So here it is right here.
Yeah. I had to loop all the way around that way. It took me about probably a half hour. Okay. So I pulled in here. The police officer up there told me to come the opposite way with the traffic and then come in. And as I was pulling in, my window was down, and the officer told me to stop. And as first of all, I did not know that he was a police officer. I thought he was one of the security guards that was mistaken. And as I was pulling by him, he grabbed my arm. Stop right there. Why does it matter if he's a security guard or a police officer? Because if somebody's telling you to stop.
All right, so he said, if you can't hear him, I know the audio is not perfect. He said, when I pulled in, I didn't know if he was a cop or a security officer or what he was. I couldn't tell what was going on because he's late for his tea time. Things are confusing on the scene. He doesn't know exactly what's going on.
You're right. I should have stopped. I did get a little bit impatient because I'm quite late for my tea time. And as he was reaching in the car, he grabbed my shoulder and hit me. Like trying to get you to stop, right? Yes.
Oh, wow.
And it's like leading him on to the points that he wants him to hit. Trying to get you to stop, right? So he's justified in grabbing your arm.
Yeah, absolutely. So what if he was a security guard? Come on. He's just trying to protect.
There's a piece of advice here that the cop gives, which is so copy. It's just like, it's exactly what I expect.
A little bit over aggressive because the entrance was open. Okay. And I pulled a little bit because I was afraid. I thought he was going to start hitting me, and I didn't know who he was. He didn't tell me he was a police officer. All I saw was the yellow jacket. I didn't know what he was doing. I listened to the police officer. So the thing is, he's wearing a uniform, okay? He also is wearing the same jacket that I have on that says police, yes. Okay? Also, on that, if someone's telling you to stop, no matter who it is, you don't keep going. So what happened is...
Okay, stop.
Oh, right. Okay.
No. Hard no.
That's right.
He's
Sean,
like, if
when
anybody...
you see somebody fully nude on the street telling you to stop your car...
stop, Sean.
You stop your effing car.
That's such cop advice. Hey,
especially when he's wearing safety yellow, Sean. He could just steal a construction vest. You stop.
If you see anybody who just says stop, just stop your car. Just immediately. This is such cop advice. No, that's a terrible, terrible idea. Cops need to be clearly identified. And guess what? Here's the thing. Cops need to identify themselves. I don't care if you think you got a little uniform on that makes it so obvious to anybody around you. You still have to say that you're the police so people know how to respond to things, so they know that you have some authority over the traffic in the particular situation that he was looking at. Scottie Scheffler is trying to be a nice guy, it sounds like. He's like, yeah, I didn't see, I was confused, and this guy, no, anybody tries to tell you to pull over, you pull over.
You kept going, and you took him with you while he's a pedestrian, okay? Yes. So you took him with your car and drug him, okay? Yeah. Which is not a good thing, right? I'm very aware that was to make it, so listen to me, so make it even worse, when he asked you to get out of the car, you refused to get out of the car. I still was not aware he was a police officer. I was actually looking out the window of the car to try to find a police officer. I asked... We're all right here, and he was there. Believe me, sir, if I knew... We're all wearing yellow vests so you can see us. If he knew he was a police officer, I would have been much more or less afraid, but panic kind of set in. As you can see, I'm still shaking because I was afraid. I didn't know who he was.
This would have been so easy to let this
He
go.
didn't say, police, get out of the car. He just hit me with his flashlight and yelled, get out of the car.
We're wearing a lot of police gear.
Oh, my God, dude.
Really signifies that we're the police.
If I knew he was a police officer, I would have done
I love that thought process. So just knock down somebody's front door and barge into their home, and you don't have to identify yourselves as the police, right? Because it's obvious. We've got all these police uniforms on, and that we don't need to establish that we have authority over the situation. We don't need to verbally say that we're the police. This is dumb, and it's not true. It's not accurate. Sometimes there's a lot of officers like this where I don't know if they're doing it on purpose or not, but they don't know the laws they themselves enforce.
Right.
And that's kind of frustrating, too. It doesn't make sense to me.
the car. I don't know what to tell you other than I was a little bit panicked trying to get into the golf course, and I don't know what to do.
Let's go back to the first point, okay? No matter if you thought it was a police officer or not, why are we wearing yellow vests? Why do you think we're wearing yellow vests? So you can see us, right?
What's the point of this? Seriously.
And if somebody tells you to stop, if it's a traffic guard, security guard, anybody, that means you stop at that time and you don't keep going. Okay, so stuff like this.
He's yes, sir, yes, sir.
Because you actually hurting him, and he's a police officer.
Yes.
You didn't hurt him.
A huge scrape on his knee.
Oh, my God.
And the pants, though. Remember the pants. $80 pants.
Those are not $80 pants, by the way.
This was clearly just a mistake. It was clearly something that they could have both gone, all right, this was a misstep on both parts. We don't need to do this. But they knew that they had power, so they went to the other officer and they said, do you want to press charges against him? And the absolute loser said yes. And that's what led to them putting the charges against him, which were now today dropped. This is a big, big problem. And I don't like how this is just overlooked by all these local sheriffs and local police officers that work with people like this or manage people like this. And until there's a bigger crackdown, actually, on the way interactions go between regular people or even celebrities and police, we're going to see this happen over and over and over again. There's no punishments for the cops. There's a new bar that's coming to Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
Hello.
Let's see if you guys are on board. It's got a theme to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's called...
That could be good or bad.
It's called Alcatraz. It is inspired by Alcatraz.
No.
They said guests will wear orange jumpsuits and sit in a cell. Staff act as inmates and crooked guards.
They take your fingerprints and your mugshots.
It's fake jail. You go to fake jail.
What's their bathroom like?
Here's what's going to turn you guys off.
S right out in the open like everyone else.
Bizarrely, the bar does not sell alcohol.
Okay.
Okay, done. I'm out.
Guests are instead required to smuggle in their own liquor for mixologists to make into cocktails.
I might be back in.
No, that's a bad idea.
There's no food.
Wait. Hold on. Do they have to smuggle in liquor that they bought at the gift shop before Alcatraz?
That's a smart idea if they haven't implemented that yet.
And how do they smuggle
You
it?
got to up the...
It said tickets for the experience, which lasts 1 hour and 45 minutes,
Chuck
start
it
at
in me dumba.
$63 a piece for Alcatraz.
I would do it.
Wait, you pay $63, but you have to bring in your own booze?
Yeah.
And get berated?
That seems a little pricey, considering you're not getting anything from them and you can't even eat.
It's the experience.
But maybe it would be fun.
I would probably get thrown out from headbutting all the guards.
Full shank of somebody.
Yeah.
Well, let us know if you would try that out. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Jury duty coming up next. We'll talk about that Diddy case. We'll talk about a homeless person who sued somebody and won, actually. And another Ozempic side effect pops up. My God, what's happening with this one? Well, you're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
Florida football coach Billy Napier refused to comment on the lawsuit filed by former signee Jaden Rashada while talking at the SEC spring meetings. As for the Rays, they'll try to get back into the win column tonight when they take on Oakland. Tampa Bay was shut out on just 3 hits in the series opener. And USC guard Bronny James will stay in the NBA draft after impressive performances during the Combine and his pro day. I'm Scott Davidson.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with Code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Let's make Father's Day something this year with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. It whips up over 60 premium cocktails on demand, each ready at the push of a button. And right now, you get $50 off when you buy one pack of Dad's favorite cocktail capsules. Make Dad's Father's Day by making cocktails with all natural juices and bitters without making any mess at all. Visit BARTESIAN.com/father to get $50 off the best premium cocktail maker for Dad. Bartesian. Premium cocktails on demand.
Last season, millions tuned into the Betrayal podcast to hear a shocking story of deception. I'm Andrea Gunning, and now we're sharing an all-new story of betrayal. Justin Rutherford. Doctor, father, family man. It was the perfect cover to hide behind.
I was just like, what in the world is going on?
Listen to Betrayal on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Betrayal and start listening.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Introducing Tanzite Stone Tile Flooring, a game changer in the tile industry. Say goodbye to the trade-off between durability and easy installation with Tanzite's revolutionary indoor-outdoor stone tile. Visit Tanzite.com to see how our tile is installed without concrete or mortar. Instead, our innovative rubber gasket system connects the tiles together. Each tile coming pre-assembled, you simply grab one and place it. No expertise needed. At Tanzite.com, you can see how our foam-back tiles contour to cover any existing floor while insulating against sound and cold. Beautiful and versatile. Tanzite tile adapts to indoor or outdoor use, from kitchens to patios, on concrete basements or wooden decks. All with the durability of stone that's guaranteed for life. Witness this innovative product yourself and order a sample today at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
Here's a Father's Day dad joke. The way a pawn moves in chess is pretty straightforward. You know what's not a dad joke? Getting $50 off the Bartesian Premium Countertop Cocktail Maker with the purchase of one pack of Dad's favorite cocktail capsules. Visit BARTESIAN.com/father to get the best premium cocktail maker for Dad at the best price for you. Bartesian. Premium cocktails on demand.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, Navage. Breathe easy.
My wife and I both, we ended up mildly sick for a few months, and the nasal congestion was probably the worst part. I had like a post-nasal drip, just super congested all the time. We were taking everything we possibly could, but nothing really worked.
Kyrie was miserable until a friend recommended Navage. Navage offers immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Don't live in misery this cold season. Use Navage so you can breathe easier easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
The biggest thing Navage has done has completely cleaned out my nasal passages. It was from the first use. I was able to just clear out anything that was stopping me from breathing correctly. Navage helps me clear the way, literally clear the way for me to operate better in the rest of my life.
Experience the Navage difference yourself. Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
The free iHeart app has over 100 commercial-free stations like Real Fun Beach Radio. Real Fun Beach Radio gives you that toes in the sand beach music vibe 24/7. Just open the app, search Real Fun Beach Radio, and start listening. iHeart Radio. Free never sounded so good.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Fourth cup of coffee?
Still R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Someday, Alexa will know everything. Alexa, how do I get rid of a deadbeat roommate?
Try poisoning them.
But until then, tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Playing Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
Radio 104.1. Now back to the most viral newsroom on planet Earth. This
Jury watch underway right now in this New York Trump case. I think like everybody knows what the outcome is going to be. I think everybody's probably on board with that, but we got to wait and see what happens when the jury comes forward. Probably going to be at least some sort of guilty verdict that is rendered here.
I don't know if you've been watching CNN, but they have a jury deliberation, 2 hours and 18 minutes. They have
they got a clock going?
count up, yeah.
And the jury, represented by symbols, 7 men, 5 women.
They got like question marks on their faces and stuff, so you can't see them.
And their genitals silhouetted as well.
This is the part that I'm really kind of perplexed by. There's some folks outside of the courtroom, and they're crying for Trump. You know, they're like, we're really upset about this.
Oh, I thought you were for sure going to play the clip you sent us.
Oh, no, can't play that. I don't know if that was a supporter or a detractor for Trump.
Crazy, all sorts.
She was
Whole
just,
boobs.
dropping her boobs out during one of the shots there.
Oh, I didn't even watch it. Now I'm going back.
Yeah, you got to get to that. Well, watch this lady. These ladies. This makes me so uncomfortable. Like, I'm serious. I'm so uncomfortable when I watch this. Here it is.
Jesus and Lord.
They're just crying. What is happening?
There's a camera in their face. That's exactly what's happening. Come on, dude.
She wipes her tears off with the American flag that she has.
That is not allowed.
That's really funny.
It's rude.
This is weird, guys. What's happening here, man? You should never be like this for a politician. I don't care who they are. It's super weird. And
Sure,
I don't know
but
what's
Sean,
happening.
let's also take into consideration that you also don't know what to do with someone crying in front of you.
What? I know how to
as a
handle
human.
that. Yes, of course I do. You don't think I can console?
Stop crying, you little baby. Direct quote.
To who? To whom?
To your son.
No, I've never said stop crying, you little baby to him. I console people all the time.
7 months. I've already said it like a few times.
Yeah.
Am I a good consoler? I'm not the best. I'm not. But
What do you do? You slap him on the back?
I try to just have like a conversation and say like, I understand you're feeling this way, and I don't know. I try to work through actual human interaction with somebody. I can do it. Believe it or not, I can pull it off. And I
can't wait till I cry next in front of you.
I don't think you're going to cry about the trial here. I don't think these ladies and you are going to line up anytime soon. This woman is just, that's so weird, man. All right, there you go. What else did we have? I had a couple other things I wanted to hit on before we did jury duty. Well, we can actually put this in jury duty because there's more on the Scheffler thing here, the PGA arrest. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention. Before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass, you're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you got to start making some smart decisions, and you are smart, so I know you will. You pick up the phone and you dial up Mo. You know him from the show, and he's ready to fight for you. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com.
For show.
Was I rhyming?
You were a little bit, and I was ready for the next rhyme.
I was distracted.
I made that noise.
It was some hot fire.
As soon as you said that, I was like, am I on one of those streaks where I'm rhyming the last word of every sentence together? This is not good. Here's the courtroom where they discussed dropping the charges against the PGA player. And I want to see what they say here.
Responsibility of a prosecutor under Rules 3.8 of the Kentucky Supreme Court rules.
Interesting.
Rules requires that prosecutors, and I quote, refrain from prosecuting a charge that the prosecutor knows is not supported by probable cause.
Oh, okay.
Therefore, based upon the totality of the evidence, my office cannot move forward in the prosecution of the charges filed against Mr. Scheffler. Mr. Scheffler's characterization that this was, quote, a big misunderstanding, close quote, is corroborated by the evidence.
Okay.
The evidence we reviewed supports the conclusion that Detective Gillis was concerned for public safety at the scene when he initiated contact with Mr. Scheffler. However, Mr. Scheffler's actions and the evidence surrounding their exchange during this misunderstanding do not satisfy the elements of any criminal offense.
All right, so there they are explaining it. They said the footage, the evidence backed up what he was saying, despite the fact that this cop didn't have a body cam on. I beg of you, ask yourself the question, even if you're the biggest police supporter, you back the blue, you do all that stuff, ask yourself the question, what would have happened if this was just the cop's word versus Scottie Scheffler's? And that's what justice is all about, right? If they would have just gone with the police officer's report, it was an incredible exaggeration of the events that happened that night. And it was something that could have put him behind bars for 10 years. And that's a big problem. And that's why I've said if there is no body cam, there should be no charges in cases like this. Absolutely ridiculous. Diddy is in big trouble. They said the grand jury is impaneled. That means they're hearing out this stuff. The Justice Department is moving forward. They've been talking to some old friends of his. There's a lot of moving pieces, but not looking good for him.
No, and this has to be related to the two raids, right?
Oh, yeah, that was part of it.
All of them have been civil, but there was a reason why the feds raided his home.
Yeah, the feds, after hearing certain things, started an investigation. Now they're taking the results of that investigation, bringing it to a grand jury. Can you imagine being on that grand jury? Oh, my God.
How do you find somebody to be on that jury?
They call you up just like they do regular jury duty, I think, except it's federal.
But I mean, are we to say that this would have happened regardless of whether or not the footage of him attacking the woman in the hotel would have come out?
I think the feds are going to say yes, because they'll say we were already investigating him and we already had like the different things that we had compiled.
But no doubt the people who would be in that grand jury have probably seen that footage.
Yep. Yeah. And how do you watch that video and not hate that guy? How do you watch that and not like, you can't watch that video and go, well, there's some nuance here. There's no, this is not the way any normal person would digest him beating the hell out of a woman by an elevator. Pretty bad. The U.S. courts are going to be hearing challenges to the potential TikTok ban in September. They're going to shut down TikTok. Fritz, are you even on TikTok?
Nope.
No, he's not on TikTok.
I send him TikToks all the time.
Yeah, you send me the link.
Yeah.
You can follow him on Instagram, though, for shoresies. Go over to Instagram, no_regrets_coyote.
What?
And That's how you can keep up with what's happening with Fritz, number one. And number two, that's how you can maybe get on the panel next week for Fritz on the Streets.
That'd be nice.
Okay? But TikTok, there is a bunch of people who have sued. There's a group of TikTok creators who filed this lawsuit. I wonder who's funding them. And there's other lawsuits underway to stop this potential TikTok ban. And finally, in jury duty today, a homeless man filed a lawsuit against a tire company. Why? Well, the tire company was playing loud classical music near where his tent and his whole setup was. Okay. And they said...
I mean, the whole point of that, not the first won't be the last.
No, and that's why I think this is interesting. If it serves as any kind of indicator of what will happen to other people, the homeless guy won. He actually won the lawsuit. It says the tire company in California was ordered to stop playing loud music near a homeless encampment after a homeless man filed a lawsuit against the company. First night, I got to bed at 1 a.m. The second night, I got no sleep during the night. Third night, I had no way to sleep at all. I'm just a person who has schizoaffective disorder and mental illness, he said. He said he's lived in the encampment since last year after he stopped to get medications to treat his mental illness and his truck was stolen. Blah, blah, blah. They said they started playing music to drive these people away, and they ruled against them. A judge ordered them to temporarily stop playing the music, at least for the moment, and we shall see where that goes. And if the 7-Elevens have to stop using that as a tactic, what do you do now?
All right, that 7-Eleven's gone, so.
Is it the one that was doing that?
Yeah.
My God.
At least in this town.
Light it up, man. There's a lot of places that are RIP down there. Okay, more of your dispatches. When we return, we'll get to that Ozempic side effect. And there's a lot of people who are into something that strikes me as kind of unique, but it's taking off in popularity right now. What is it? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a couple accidents getting cleared up around the area. Travel with caution. John Young Parkway at Town Loop Boulevard. Authorities are clearing up an accident blocking the left turn lane on Lee Road westbound at Anderson Street. And authorities are still off to the right shoulder due to that accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. Just travel with caution in these areas. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. You know, it's been a year since the launch of Life Imaging FLA here in Central Florida, and we could not be more proud to celebrate this milestone in just 12 months. The team has successfully conducted hundreds of proactive scans, helping to save lives and making a positive impact in this community. It has been an amazing year, 70-plus lives saved, and I'm telling you, it's much more than that. This is the only way to go. This scan from Life Imaging FLA is a game changer, and it's free. That's right. Listen, man, early detection saves lives. And in 30% of heart disease cases, sudden death is the very first symptom. So get this scan from Life Imaging FLA. This is a $699 value, just a few minimum requirements, and it couldn't be easier to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you got to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. You'll be connected in seconds, guys. Make that call today. Make this the year you take care of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
I love playing pranks on my sister, and this deal going on at McDonald's is my chance to take the lead. Enjoy any 2 items for $3.79. From the iconic McDouble, the McChicken, a 4-piece chicken McNuggets, small fries, to even a small soft drink. I'm gonna pair my McDouble with her small fries, but secretly pull her fries out of the bag. She won't even notice. Hey, where'd the fries go? Sounds like my prank just got fried. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
What's better than air conditioning? A portable air conditioner you can take anywhere. Enter McDonald's frozen drinks. I call them air cup-ditioners. Air cup-ditioners come in all my fave flavors, like frozen Coke, frozen Fanta Blue Raspberry, and frozen Sprite Lemonade. And they're incredibly cost-effective. Any size is just $1.49 after breakfast hours. My air cup-ditioner is on full blast. Air drinks. And they're drinks from McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Coca-Cola, Fanta, Sprite, and Lemonade are registered trademarks of the Coca-Cola Company.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
When life spells heartburn, how do you spell relief? ROLAIDS.
What about when life spells fried chicken?
ROLAIDS.
4th cup of coffee?
Still ROLAIDS.
Extra cheesy pizza?
Rolaids always spells relief. Rolaids' powerful dual-active formula begins neutralizing acid on contact to fight your heartburn fast. So, when life spells heartburn, Rolaids spells relief. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. No one's really sure what all C-Lane's buttons actually do. This is the news.
We're in the wrong business. We just need to be targeting really dumb people who seem to have weighed down wallets, because there's a company right now called Golden Goose that a lot of the kids are into, and they like their
I
shoes.
want a Golden Goose for Easter.
They want the shoes from Golden Goose, which are, you know how you buy stuff and it's like distressed? Like, they take the shoes and they dirty them up.
Oh, they did that with the jeans, where they were like, these jeans, just to get that special look, we make them, and then we put them in an industrial-strength clothes dryer with rocks.
Yeah.
cool.
Distress them, but we charge you a bunch of money. And the company is now worth $3.3 billion. $3.3 billion.
Serious?
Yeah, they're about to do an IPO. If you look up Golden Goose shoes, you'll see what I'm talking about. And they said they're all handcrafted in Italy, featuring weather-beaten designs. That's what they call it, with a large star. They've been worn by celebrities including Selena Gomez and Taylor Swift. A pair of Ball Star Wishes sneakers for men goes for about $740 on the company's website. So if you want your shoes made to look like they're old, instead of just buying your shoes and walking around in them until they
but there's
look
something
old.
there's something a little bit embarrassing to wearing like brand
Brand new?
spanking new
No.
white shoes.
Never
I
have.
like it. Yeah, I like it. When they're fresh, right out the box.
Yeah,
Especially when they're Converse.
Okay, but that makes sense. And, your other, like, basketball shoes, sure.
Mhm.
But I got, like, Adidas, the white ones.
Yeah.
And I was taking them to, I forget, going to a concert maybe. And I was like, you could see me in the complete darkness with these stupid shoes. Like, I just wanted to have some scruff to them.
Did anybody say anything to you about them?
No, because I walk so quickly.
Well, I feel like just going to
Know what I'm saying?
very impressive. Just going to a festival will get your shoes to where they put them when you buy them. You know what I mean?
Did somebody just take a picture with a flash on, or did Sabrina just walk so quickly?
Yep. Oh, it was Sabrina.
She's so
there she
fast.
goes. She's off.
Like the Flash. Golden Goose is the name of the company. Good for you, man. $3.3 billion making shoes look old and selling them for $740. I had a time in my life where I spent
Back in my day.
a bunch of money on dumb things. And like I bought a couple of pairs of shoes that were real expensive and stuff. And I just totally grew out of that. I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. I got a couple pairs of shoes that are like $500-$600 or something, and they're regular shoes. Why do I need these? Then I could find. I don't know what kind of shoes I have now. I don't know what I wear. I think
Are
they're
you wearing
body
shoes
armor.
Right now?
You don't need to know that. It's important information. No, I'm not. No, not
Exactly.
right now. But when I am, I think I have body armor shoes. I have Converse. I have a couple of pairs of shoes like that. Your pair of shoes being more than $100 seems kind of crazy to me, and $750 seems really insane. Like I wouldn't want to walk around in certain neighborhoods with $750 shoes on. I would feel at risk. Whenever I'm watching one of these shows, I watched I don't know if it was a Bachelorette reunion thing or something like that. There was somebody who had a wedding ring on their finger, and they had leaked it out that the wedding ring cost $50,000. And I just immediately thought that's a bad idea. If you're walking around with $50,000 on your hand, people will kill you for that.
I mean, we've had stories where people just walk into a diner and shoot somebody for their necklace.
Yeah, maybe I'm more worried about that than some of these folks. Or maybe they're super rich, and so they never encounter actual human beings.
They're not worried about it anymore because they're dead.
Yeah, that could be
Good
it, too.
point. Good point.
Ozempic, the side effects are popping out. Now, this one, friends, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't jive with what we've already heard about Ozempic, because now they're saying folks could get a new side effect of unexpected and bizarre things that they do, like reckless behavior, and game-changing injections such as Ozempic and Wegovy, hailed by all sorts of people. But according to experts, the treatment could cause some users to act out of character, engaging in risky sex, compulsive gambling, or even making rash major life decisions such as filing for divorce. But that's the opposite of what we heard about it. We heard that you didn't engage in reckless behavior when you take these pills or get the injections.
Okay, but we heard that when a few months
6
ago
months
at this
ago, yeah.
point. Now this
Yeah.
is the 1 year effect. Maybe after that.
We don't know all the side effects when this is being used as a weight loss supplement. We know when it's been used as a diabetes pill.
Sure. And who's to say that it's the Ozempic effect versus you are now feeling or looking your best in your eyes.
True.
And now you're like, I don't want to be with that frump anymore.
True,
I'm
yeah.
getting out there. Now it's time for me to get random lay.
Yeah, and then
because I
your
feel skinny.
Your partner's like, you're making rash decisions, and you go, this is not rash.
It's
New
not.
me.
Well, that's not what I told the recent study that interviewed me.
Oh yeah, you were part of a study.
No, I'm going.
Oh,
We're doing
well,
a
you're the
character thing.
Yeah,
We're riffing.
okay.
We're doing a riff.
We have not seen excessive gambling or sexual activities in patients today, but we wouldn't be surprised if this is happening. So that's what the science is. We wouldn't be surprised if this was happening.
Wow.
The stuff that I've seen says it works for impulse control disorder, that it makes it so you're less likely to want to do things like that, which is groundbreaking. But I don't know. It's so commonplace right now. I think it's pretty easy to access, right? I think you can just get the stuff online if you wanted to, and people are certainly doing that. All right, let's go over to you. Let's work in a couple of dispatches. Big T says he just finished a $600,000 pool. My God, this is it. That's all right. I mean,
Are you allowed to do that, bud?
Doesn't look like $600,000 to me. Pools are
not.
so expensive.
I
Why are
wanna
pools so-
know-
That's infinity style, though, guys.
Yeah, it's infinity on the edge, and I think it's got like a walk-in, where you
Your
you could
clients
just.
are going to be so mad at you for sending us that.
There's too much stuff around it. There's too much
talking
tile.
about?
Why is
Yeah,
that
they're
all-
going to put the
Like a tiki bar?
Sure, and the chairs and all that.
Yeah, there's got to be
afterwards.
room for activities there, but it still doesn't look like $600,000.
$600,000 is a lot of money.
Unless
be
this is just a
surprised.
ridiculously big deck.
You guys didn't build your pools, though, right? You don't have a pool, Celine?
No, I don't.
And yours came with the house, Sean.
Yes, the person who owned it before me built it.
I know someone who just built a pool, and nice pool. I would not say, like, looking at that just as you all did, that it costs as much as they paid. But then you look, and it's what everyone is paying.
It's
like, just any sort of
expensive.
pool underground is so expensive.
Which is kind of
Like,
weird
2 cars
because
expensive.
it's like PVC pipes and concrete and stuff.
This is the part where Sean thinks he could build his own pool.
No, but you know who did? Ashley and Scott.
Yeah.
Scott built his own pool in
for
his
him.
backyard. Like walk-in pool just like this. Looks like any other pool you would see. He just started looking it up online and YouTube and stuff, and he made the pool himself. And I was like, I didn't even know that was an option. I didn't even know you were allowed to do
Let's
that.
follow back on that in 5 years. Maybe 10.
If it just crumbles. So far, it looks great. Let's see what Big T says about this, because he sent this in too.
Good afternoon, morning news junkies. So I did try to send a video dispatch, but that didn't quite work. So I sent over a photo dispatch of the pool that my company just finished. It's about a $600,000 job. It's got a lot going on. It's got a beautiful infinity edge, zero entry beach, some bubblers. It's got a Bellagio-style fountain around the top edge of the beach.
Okay.
God, this thing's got pretty much all you could ever want in a pool.
All right, now we're
And it is in
doing
such
fountain
a
stuff.
beautiful, beautiful location. You can check out the picture of my other dispatch. And,
I see it.
yeah.
Everything in pools is way too expensive. It's like boats. So, for instance, right now I got to replace the lights, the LED lights that are in my pool. One of those lights to replace, I don't know why, but is over $1,000.
And why do you have to replace
For
them?
$1,000, they should last forever.
I would think so, but
Good God.
that's how expensive they are to get
Did you
all
shop
three.
around, man?
I did. I've asked a bunch of people, and they get bitchy about it too. You know what they told me? They said depending on what time of the year we do it, you're gonna have to heat the pool because we're not gonna be in the pool working on your light if it's uncomfortably cold. And I was like, you bitch,
What?
get in there and fix the pool.
Yeah, but
They wanted $5,000 for all 3 lights.
Why don't you just empty
$5,000.
the pool?
I'll just throw a flashlight in there or something. I'm
as
gonna
well.
fix it because I want to get it fixed. But that's super
You
expensive.
just want to
all
get
the
it
pool
fixed
stuff.
just because?
Yeah, I
Like,
don't
you don't
want
even
things
go in the
broken.
pool. Why?
I do go in the pool. I was supposed to go in the pool this past weekend, but then I forgot, and now I'm just remembering it. So I might go today.
Oh, dang!
Yeah,
Forgot
right.
these.
I'm going to get in there more because I want to use it for getting a little exercise.
Do you want to do that at night?
No, during the day.
Okay, so why do you need the light?
I don't know. It just I feel
Aesthetically
like
pleasing. I can understand that.
it's aesthetically pleasing, yes, but it's also I don't like feeling like something's broken. I hate
I
having
get it.
things that are broken, and then another thing breaks,
looked
and
in the
another thing
mirror?
breaks. Oh, how dare you! Just mean. Let's go over to Guitar Slinger right here.
There is not a single politician
Guitar
on this
Slinger.
planet that I would cry
It's not his
for.
fault.
I might cry from happiness if they left politics, but that'd be about the extent of it.
Yeah, he's not going to cry for Trump, he's saying, or anybody else, I guess. Dingo says Miami subs. He's got something to say.
Good afternoon, News Junkie. Dingo here. Hey, I want to just chime in real quick about Miami subs. Remember at Miami subs when they had that deal where you could get like 2 subs, a cheese plate, and a bottle of Dom Perignon for like $150?
What?
As a kid, that was the first baller thing I've ever seen in my life.
That. Yeah. They had
Dom
like just,
Perignon?
just inexplicably on the menu, super expensive thing.
Okay.
And everything else was fairly cheap, I think. It was like good prices. And those fries were good that Sabrina mentioned. That was not bad. I don't think I had it in a lot of places, but if you were around one, they're pretty good. One more. Did we play this? Brando covers?
No, I've seen it both ways. I've seen it.
Oh, he's trying to talk about the Taco Bell thing. We'll leave that there for now. We will come back in just a moment. I saw that in the world of erotica and the things that people are into. AI audio has become really big. And I don't really get that necessarily.
Okay.
But people are, a lot of it is impersonating celebrity voices. And then you put your information in, and then it like dirty talks you as that celebrity.
Hello, Daddy. You ready to get sticky?
Probably not him, but
Only
some
celebrity
other-
impression I could do in full conversation. Sorry.
When I look at that, I'm like, I don't want that. I find that to be weird. It's like put on headphones and I'm like, all right, AI voice is saying dirty things to me, but it knows my name, so that's hotter. And this is super popular right now. It's a bunch of people who are getting into this, and it creates like a custom little scene for you where you hear whatever voice you want saying whatever kind of things that you want.
Is there a service that's doing this, or is this just something that people in general are kind of mulling around? Like, is there a website right now that's delivering up like Arnold Schwarzenegger talk dirty to you?
Yeah. Look up audio. It's audio erotica app Quinn is what it's called. QUINN is the one that is, I guess, getting the most attention.
Audio erotica.
Yeah, I'm not into it, but I guess a lot of people are right now. A PF on YouTube says, those lights are super easy to replace. I need 2 done. G&D wants $1,200 each. Amazon has them for $300. My neighbor replaced his, and they work great. Well, send me somebody to help me out here. I don't want to get ripped off. When I ask people this, they go, hey, here's how much it is. And they all seem to be in cahoots.
Do you
because they're all
have to
asking the same
drain
amount of
your?
money.
Do you have to drain your pool to do it?
Oh, they said make it warm because we're gonna dive right in.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to. What?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You've done the research. I love it.
I looked up some things, and it looks like there's like a really long bulb on a long cord. I'm not getting in there.
All right.
I said immediately, this is out of my depth, and I do not want to get electrocuted in the pool. I both literally and figuratively, I don't want to get electrocuted, so I'm not going to give this a try. But everybody else is making it too expensive. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of people chiming in on the pool stuff.
This Quinn thing doesn't look like it's for AI though.
What's it saying?
It's not about like, this looks like a Cameo that just pairs you with somebody to read dirty stuff.
Oh yeah, and they're not even celebrities?
I don't think they. I mean, I would think that maybe a celebrity would have the opportunity to join this.
Is there a sample? We probably can't. We might not be able to play the sample is a problem.
How dare you?
Somebody's called the Devil of Dublin. You want to hear the Devil of Dublin?
Yeah, let's hear the Devil of Dublin.
So, let's see. Oh, come on. I don't want to sign up. I want to subscribe. Where's the
Sean's
free
email.
thing?
You have to subscribe to hear a sample of the Devil of
I
Dublin?
don't know if there's any samples.
That's ridiculous.
Are you after me, Lucky Charms?
You want to hear what the categories are? The ones that I can read?
Yeah, what do you got?
Aftercare? Does that mean like
what?
You're an old person and they're caring for you, or you're like a?
You've made a mess. Now we're gonna lift your legs. like a
wait,
baby?
like
is it a baby thing?
Age difference, Australian accent, black voices, bondage, boyfriend, British, butt stuff, coworkers,
Hit
couple,
coworkers.
daddy. What does DDLG mean?
Dang. DDLG. All right.
Degradation, dirty talk, doctor.
Daddy dumb little girl.
What?
Ew. Come on.
These are red flags.
Exactly. But we're making a profit off of it.
Enemies
Not
to
drag
lovers.
queens.
There's 61, I guess. People.
Wait, hold on. So you would start a conversation like you were fighting with this person, and then the goal is you in the process make up, and then they have like phone sex, the equivalent of phone sex with you?
Wow, you just defined it so eloquently, Sean.
I think this is more of a place to get like dirty podcasts. Like you're not interacting with these people.
They just record.
These are just people who record stuff and then they tag them with a bunch of the things that are on there. Like this is a male for female with narration, historical, enemies to lovers, begging,
Historical,
kissing.
please. What's under historical? Tell me George Washington will dirty talk.
Oh, that would be great. We might pay for some of this. If George Washington...
Sheriff bargains with outlaw.
People are into this. That's strange to me.
That's a good side
something
hustle,
else.
though.
Yeah, why not? If you could get it.
Oh, now you
See,
can. It's
you-
AI.
You could be recording that from home as a second job, C-Lane.
Be very, very hard to juggle that with my other things that I have going on.
Listen, partner, I know you think you're the new bad boy in town, but I'm the sheriff, and I am gonna stop talking. Is what I'm gonna do.
Now we have enough.
All right, let's do a couple more of these when we come back because some folks are weighing in on what's happening. How much are they? Does it say what the price is?
Is interested.
If I want,
I'm not interested. I don't like audio stuff.
It says $3.99 a month if you pay annually, or $4.99 a month if you pay monthly.
Who's gonna do that? That seems I guess a lot of people. Otherwise, it wouldn't exist. There's folks who want to. I'm weirded out by some of the categories. I have to be honest, but maybe it's just like the old sex lines where you just call somebody up and they start talking to you. And a lot of people are lonely, but this seems like it doesn't solve that because, like C-Line said, it's a one-way conversation. So
my thing is, I think that this is something that, if you pay $4 a month or $5 a month for this, how often do you think you're going to use? You think you're going to get your money's worth for this?
Somebody
$5
will.
a month. Yeah, somebody does because let's see what has a good amount of plays in the historical section.
Yeah, what's the most popular?
Devil's Pact 3, A Night to Remember with a K. It's 8,600 plays. Oh, episode 1, The Rebel, by the Queen's Guard, where Rob has been tasked with finding the leader of the growing resistance. 108,000 plays.
Holy cow! See, there's a lot of people who are into this. It's just like a filthy podcast, essentially. What's the name of the website again?
Quinn. Tryquinn.com, Quinn.
Well,
but
very weird.
My other thing, though, real quick, because I know we got to go, is I don't think that this is not necessarily something you could find on Pornhub for free.
Yeah, there's got to be something like that. Behaw says on Twitch, I read garbage novels every night, so this will be a hit. Some people must like it. That's a lot of views for one of those. Maybe you're into it. Let us know what the draw is, and if you would try this out. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. Record your first dispatch right now. When we return, a very awkward moment in high school sports, and we take you back to your childhood for a little tour. Nostalgia is incoming, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traveling on I-4, there's slowdowns between Osceola Parkway and after State Road 535. Delays on the Beach Line eastbound between Florida's Turnpike and Sand Lake Road. There's a couple accidents. Authorities are still clearing up here. Florida's Turnpike northbound at State Road 408. The shoulder's blocked there. Lee Road westbound at Anderson Street. The left turn lane is blocked. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Need a reboot? RC Hill here from RC Hill Mitsubishi. Spring is sprung, so let's have some fun. This month, I'll help you reboot your old ride and save up to $8,000 on a new Mitsubishi. So if your old ride's a hunk of junk, don't let it leave you in a funk. You can even drive a new car today with a lifetime warranty, like the Mitsubishi Mirage 43 miles per gallon starting at $15,900. The popular Eclipse Cross, in stock and ready for delivery. Or the 2024 Outlander, 5-star safety rated, starting at $23,900. So if you've been dreaming of driving a new RC Hill Mitsubishi, don't get your wires crossed, because my team works hard every day, and that's what makes us different. So this week, reboot your old ride, and you could save up to $8,000 on a nicer, newer car. But hurry, a deal this good will shut down fast. I'm RC Hill, and I'm your car dealer next door. 2 locations, DeLand and Ocala. See all my trendy rides at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. Vehicle purchase price determines actual discount.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call, and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare, or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490. 800-822-1490.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit NoTimeToWait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage nasal care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing. Or this one. I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats, and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better, unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
between the lines,
far beyond legal and ethical limits,
and under the surface.
Too dangerous or disruptive to the existing status quo.
Hosts Ben Bolin, Matt Frederick, and Noel Brown introduce you to the world of stuff they don't want you to know.
We've officially entered the age of biohacking.
History is riddled with unexplained events.
Is somebody messing with us?
Now it's time for some answers.
Take us to the edge of the rabbit hole. We'll do the rest.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Stuff They Don't Want You to Know and start listening.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
A safe haven of sorts for all of the 95%ers. This
Pants in the Alito house. That story gets more and more hilarious to me the more I hear about it. And if you don't know, they've been chasing this around. I don't think it's anything to get like all up in arms about, but I do think it's funny as hell. One of the Supreme Court justices, Samuel Alito, he years ago had a flag flying upside down on his property, which is the sign of a country in distress. And they said it was in response to this couple they were fighting with. So a Supreme Court justice and his wife are fighting with this couple that live next to them. And the couple are like far left-wing activists who had a self-described pandemic puppy, I think is what they said. And they were living with their parents. And they were like...
And the pandemic puppy?
And they were like in charge of the local Black Lives Matter organization, even though they're both white in this couple. And it was all this stuff, and I go, you can't write this. It sounds like fiction. And they were battling it out in the streets of this remote area where they all live, and going back and forth and fighting via flags, which I stand by is the weirdest way to fight. You go, oh yeah, you don't like me? I'm putting a new flag up. My neighbor put another one up. The guy who I told you had the Trump flag that it said like I enjoy your liberal tears or something.
Yeah.
It got ripped to shreds in the wind. Was not very well made, and now he got a new one.
Be a trend.
It's a
like
new one that's
what
replacing.
house you're talking about.
It's right by the church, if you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that guy there, and he's a nice guy.
His previous flag had also been ripped to shreds.
Had it?
Yeah.
He's got to find a new manufacturer, man. I don't know where these are coming from, but they're not quality flags. They're not really good. But
My
yeah,
gay
but the guy
flag's still beautiful.
Still hanging on?
Oh, yeah. No shreds whatsoever.
Got better manufacturers than this
agenda all over it.
It was only like a little bit. There was like 1/8 of the flag left. No words on it or anything, just blowing in the wind. And then we went by yesterday, brand new flag. I can't tell what it says yet, though. I don't know what the message is.
Like if the wind
one.
hasn't kicked up?
No, it wasn't strong enough yesterday. I just saw that it looks like it says Trump on it, and maybe it just says like 2024. I don't know. I don't know if it's another shot at the libtards or what.
My neighbor's one hasn't really fully presented itself because the wind hasn't really, given it the opportunity. So you really just see the F word.
Is it censored?
No.
Oh, it just straight up says it?
Yeah, I've told you this already.
Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't know that you could do that.
F word for gays or
no? It says
actual F word.
F your feelings because the Trump flag it says F your feelings on the bottom.
Jesus Christ, man.
Can't wait.
God. All right, we're gonna get some more of your dispatches and update on the Scottie Scheffler stuff. Now his attorney is coming out after these charges have been dropped against him. They said he had a fiery response. We'll be the judge of that. Let's see if this was fiery or not.
Steve, I have to ask you, though, the statements that Scottie made after the arrest don't seem to fully align with what you're saying right now. He admits that he got impatient and went too far.
No, here's what happened.
Uh-oh.
No. He is...
Okay, this is a little fiery.
No.
Here's what happens. So he's going in.
Being interrogated after the most stressful situation of his life, right? And the officer is actually asking him leading questions and trying to get him to agree with them. Okay?
That's true.
And that's why you don't talk to the police.
Oh.
Because they are going to try to put words in your mouth.
But
and
this was
that's
after,
exactly what they did.
But that was after he read his Miranda rights. He didn't have to speak.
He didn't have to speak. But again, he asked to talk to the officer. He wanted to explain to him what happened.
What?
However, they are trying to get him to confess to something that he didn't do. And the video evidence shows he didn't do it.
Man, he's fired up out there. This reporter was giving him the what for, and he said, how dare you?
He looks like a comedic actor. Not a huge one, but like...
He looks like Bobby Hill's grandpa.
Yeah, he does a little bit. Yeah. He's got shins, though. Bobby Hill's grandpa, notably no shins. That's why he was all short and all that good stuff. But there they are firing back his attorneys. Very, very upset about it.
Is he born with no shins?
No, he lost him in the war.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't wait till they do this, Bobby. Or not Bobby Hill, the King of the Hill.
No shins, narrow urethras. That family's got it all wrong.
Bad DNA. Some real problems going on there. There's a child series from the 90s that has started going viral on social media for some reason. People are super into this. Mostly adults are responding to it. It's called Nana Land. And just out of nowhere.
Land?
Yep. Or Nana Land, maybe, because it's about a grandma who lives in the woods behind her house. Okay. Nana Land. And I was like, when I saw this, I go, I did not grow up with that. I don't remember that at all.
What, your grandma?
Well, no, I didn't. I didn't grow up with my grandma, really, because we were in West Palm Beach, and she was in Vermont. So saw her a couple times. Okay. Saw her a couple times. And I did not watch this show growing up. Have you guys heard of this before right now, Nana Land? Is this the first encounter you've had with this? Well, I think the version of this that I had, because everybody has a kind of crappy kids show that they used to watch. And I know what C-Lane's kids is probably going to be. Jackson's probably going to be into this Bluey thing that's everywhere. But the one that we had was Sharon, Lois, and Bram. And looking back on it, I'm surprised my parents didn't slap me in the face for watching that show. It was the most annoying show on planet Earth. It was adults like talking to kids, and they used puppets and stuff. Have you ever heard of this at all, Sharon, Lewis, and Bram? It's maybe before your time because it was in the back in the 80s.
I mean, I definitely watched some weird crap in the early
Have you
90s.
heard the song that doesn't end? The song that never ends?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's from this. That's like lamb chops and all that stuff. And, oh, God, was that bad. When we were kids, I cannot believe my parents put up with us watching that whole thing. Bluey is amazing, says Chaos over on Twitch. A lot of people are into it. That's super big money right now. Man, Bluey is like absolutely everywhere. I don't even have a kid, and I see Bluey all over the place. Just how it's going out there. An awkward moment for high school sports when an announcer got caught on a hot mic. I don't know how this moron did not know what was going on, but if you haven't heard it, it's hilarious how bad it is. It's a 5-minute tirade he did not realize was being broadcast.
Are you serious?
He starts from saying that the game is boring, and then he makes some jokes about soccer moms and how hot some of the soccer moms are that are out at the field. And
who does he think he's talking to?
He says this all as Britney Spears' Toxic is playing in the background, oddly enough. I don't know who he thought he was talking to. Toby Moore is the guy's name, if you want to look the story up. And it was on NFHS Network, where they were broadcasting, probably online, this high school soccer game. And it went on forever. And the further on it goes, you're like, cringing further into yourself.
And no one wanted to stop him.
Nobody stopped him. I don't know if because enough people weren't paying attention or nobody got over to him, but he just kept blabbing. And he's like, oh, yeah, look at them soccer moms. And he just all these creepy things. I didn't give you enough there. No, I made it, so I just cut it off short enough. I hope. I really hope.
I think that you... Let's see. Let me do some editing.
Okay, Christina says over on Twitch, when my nephew was 3 or 4, he would watch Finding Nemo every day. It got so annoying we hid the DVD for a couple of days. He fell in love with Rio, and that was the next issue. So many kids do that. I did that too when I was little. You get your one movie, and you know every single word of it. Like Lion King was probably one that I had. All these movies, you just know every single word. Maybe I was too old. When did Lion King come out? The first one?
92, 93?
Oh, then that was right in the wheelhouse for me. Yeah, I would have been like 11 years old or something. Wanted to watch that on repeat. If that's the case, that's probably the time.
I watched Wayne's World a lot.
Oh, yeah. And then you know every word. And then everybody else who's watching it with you is annoyed because you
1994.
repeat all of them. 94. So I was probably a little too old for Lion King then.
It was in your wheelhouse a second ago.
Because if I'm 11, it's okay, Z-Lane. I'm 14 doing the Hakuna Matata song by myself in the living room. That's them soccer moms. Damn it, man. It's oh yeah, look at them soccer moms. And he does all these. We got a reel-to-reel over there? What's going on in that studio?
Yeah, just full producing.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches. He's like, oh, yeah, look at them soccer moms. Stories that didn't make the cut. And today, we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
All aboard for Real Yacht Rock Weekends. Every weekend this summer on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast on this Wednesday. And the rest of the day does feature some hot temperatures. However, the humidity won't be a huge problem for us, but it's still going to be hot under a mostly sunny sky and will stay on the dry side into our Wednesday afternoon. Temperatures will stay warm all the way through the end of this week. Spotty rain chances are possible into the weekend as well, with temperatures returning to the upper 80s. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer over 50 different custom window treatments, including faux wood blinds and shutters, all at prices less than retail. Plus, we'll send you free samples before you buy. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions. Attention anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this, because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, and other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-374-2103. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you with the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-374-2103 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, and other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103. 800-374-2103.
Older adults can take steps to stay safe from injury and remain independent longer. Be active and join activities like Tai Chi that help you stay strong and keep your balance. Learn more at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Introducing Tenside Stone Tile Flooring.
a game changer in the tile industry. Say goodbye to the trade-off between durability and easy installation with Tanzite's revolutionary indoor-outdoor stone tile. Visit Tanzite.com to see how our tile is installed without concrete or mortar. Instead, our innovative rubber gasket system connects the tiles together. Each tile coming pre-assembled, you simply grab one and place it. No expertise needed. At Tanzite.com, you can see how our foam back tiles contour to cover any existing floor while insulating against sound and cold. Beautiful and versatile. Tanzite tile adapts to indoor or outdoor use, from kitchens to patios, on concrete basements or wooden decks. All with the durability of stone that's guaranteed for life. Witness this innovative product yourself and order a sample today at Tanzite.com. That's TANZITE.com.
The risk of getting injured increases as we get older, but aging without injury is possible. Get yearly eye and wellness exams and talk to your doctor about medicines you take that might increase your risk for falls or a car crash. Learn more at cdc.gov/stillgoingstrong.
Okay, this contract looks good to me. Let me just run it by my lawyer.
Everyone knows that having a good lawyer on hand can be a real game changer, which is why Legal Shield connects you to a vetted law firm in your state for a low monthly fee. Only Legal Shield has been providing this kind of legal peace of mind for over 50 years. Need an experienced set of eyes on that fine print? With Legal Shield, you can say,
let me run it by my lawyer.
Is the dealership giving you a hassle about warranty repairs?
I guess we'll have to talk to our lawyer.
And for that will you've been putting off, you can finally tell your family.
We're good. I had our lawyer take care of it.
Legal Shield isn't AI bots. It's a dedicated group of real lawyers who have your back, no matter what the future brings. All for around the price of those streaming services you don't watch anymore. Sign up at LegalShield.com/radio today. PPLSI does not provide legal representation or advice. See a plan for complete terms.
Now, it's your time to make more money and be your own boss. Come to the Franchise Show on June 8th and 9th at the Orange County Convention Center to meet with the best money-making franchises. Learn how you can open a successful business. This life-changing event is your only chance to see all the hottest money-making opportunities in one place. Find the perfect business for you at the Franchise Show, presented by the Entrepreneur's Source. June 8th and 9th, the Orange County Convention Center. Get tickets at FloridaFranchiseShow.com.
For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at MDNow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio 104.1.
Helping to spread awareness, or whatever the new buzz term is. We're not actually doing it.
Didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with us, friend. And we appreciate you. In fact, we couldn't do it without you.
True.
Just the fact that you give us the time of day and hang out with us each day is enough. It really, truly is. I saw a little tidbit coming across the news wires. And they said that a bunch of folks at a university in Pennsylvania just found a huge resource of lithium, like for lithium batteries and stuff in Pennsylvania.
I was just about to buy one.
And it said it could meet 40% of the U.S. demand for lithium, which is pretty crazy. And I don't know who gets the money from that. Like, it probably maybe the federal government, or I'm not sure who ends up getting
the land.
I don't know. That's a good question. They just came across that these folks at this university found this area with tons of lithium that could be huge for the U.S. electric vehicle market and make things even cheaper. Electric cars, there's some pretty good deals on them out there. It's kind of weird right now because you could get a low miles, good shape Tesla for like $30,000. And if you look at other cars that aren't electric and see how much they are, some of them are way more expensive. They're pricey right now. Even cars that used to be cheaper seem to be like in the 30s, 40s, 50s if you want to get something new. It's really hard. Like if you're at an entry-level job right now, I don't know that you could get a car because now it's not unheard of that your car bill, your monthly payment for your car is between $700 or $1,000. That's a lot of money.
That's insane, man.
That's a lot of money. When
half of people's rent.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's too much. That's too much. It's going to price so many people out of it. And that's with a down payment too, right? You've like put some sort of significant down payment down. And you need those numbers around like $300 or $350 so that more people can afford to get into those vehicles. That's a pricing problem. All right, let's go to, I'll try to beat the song and give you more than that, but let's do the final dispatches.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play one.
All right, here goes nothing. Up first, as we wrap things up on this Wednesday, is Chaos.
What's up, news junkies? Happy day. Sean, sucks you got to pay for that light. Not worth it. Not worth it.
Expensive.
As far as like shows or whatever that drive you to a nauseum or whatever the term is.
Nostalgia?
My kids, it's not TV shows.
Oh.
It's books.
No.
They
Really?
will bring me and my wife the same 5 to 10 books and ask us to read them over and over and over and over again.
Captain
to the
Underpants
point
one.
that I know some of these books by heart, and my wife, she's so fed up with reading these books that she makes her own story up for the book. And
that's quite the move as a parent, where you just like freestyle the story.
That
you
or
know
just
what?
say the story in a more whimsical way of like old 90s rom-coms.
You just
There's
kill
a bride and she's ready to run away.
Uh-huh.
And then this reporter tries to make a story. Maybe I'm not a parent just yet.
It's pretty impressive.
The Wedding Planner.
Runaway Bride.
Runaway Bride I've never seen, but The Wedding Planner I have. I got to tell you, you guys go after me for the Julia Roberts stuff. I actually am a sucker for those really cheesy J-Lo movies. I don't mind them that much.
Wedding Planner I just recently watched again, and it was bad.
It's corny, but I like
Monster-in-Law,
it.
very corny. You're going to love Atlas then.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
This one seems too action heavy for me. But I like action heavy movies, don't get me wrong, just not with Jennifer Lopez in them. But maybe it'll be good. I'll give it a try at some point. All right, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Let's see what's happening out there. A new survey says bosses are hesitant to hire recent college graduates due to some of the campus protests that they've seen as of late. This is coming out of Los Angeles, California. Harvard, speaking of colleges, is saying they're now going to stay silent on issues that don't impact the university's core function. That means they're not going to weigh in on political issues anymore. They tried that, and it really didn't work out so well for them. And the new workplace trait that people hate is busy bragging, where you brag to your fellow coworkers just how much stuff you have to do and how busy you actually are.
So weird to hear you say this.
Hey, I gotta go.
All Sean
busy,
does it.
all right?
Sean's so busy all the time.
Too many things to do. Can't do things.
I'm busy. I got to wrap it up. We got to get out of here. We got to do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Gotta wrap up the show so you can go to the other room, be more busy.
Do some busy things.
Got many things
Make
to
a
do.
sandwich.
No,
Or do some more work.
I might get a little break before I post the podcast, and then from there, it's stuff to do for a while today. Just really busy. I don't know what to tell you about it. Today I Learned for a Wednesday, May 29, 2024. Today I Learned this guy right here.
Michael Jackson.
Weird Al. Weird Al is correct. Weird Al turned down a $5 million beer endorsement deal. He thought it was ethically wrong because his fans were young, he said, and impressionable. Although I would argue now, Weird Al fans have probably aged to the point where that would be acceptable. He doesn't have like a bunch of kids that are his fans.
He doesn't go after your younger
maybe he
listeners?
does. I don't know if they're into him as much, but when I was young, it was cool. And now
When
I'm
I went
not
to his
quite as young.
concert 3 years ago, it was a lot of
Was
old
there young people?
No.
It was, mostly old people. Today I learned PTSD did not become an official medical diagnosis until 1980. And if you've heard the commercial 5,000 times on our station, they called it shell shock before
Shell
that.
shock.
Yeah, and there was one more, I think.
Hysteria?
Hysteria, yes. All kinds of different phrases they used over time. Today I learned young, old, or stressed chickens can lay very small eggs about the size of a nickel or a quarter with no yolks. They call them fairy eggs.
Not funny.
It's a misfire in the hen's reproductive system is what they call it here, which sounds a little bit mean to the chickens, but here we are regardless. And finally, today I learned this band right here.
Eve 6.
Yeah.
Eve 6 is correct. I've done this one like 5 times. Eve 6 got their name from an episode of X-Files entitled Eve, but it was in season 1, so I don't know where the 6 came from. Here we are, regardless. Now the guy just trolls people pretty well on Twitter. That seems to be the main job of the Eve 6 band as of late. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Missed any of the show? Get the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. And guess what? We'll see you later, everybody.